Mic check. In fact, I need to get YouTube open, don't I? That's the sound of a mechanical keyboard. For those that don't know. Right, that way, so let's see if we get feedback. Well, the beatbox didn't feedback, but my voice might do. Or at least I can hear myself talking back to myself. All right there, Steve. How's it going, man? You'll have to let me know if you heard me speaking twice, like feedback from myself, because I couldn't. But yeah. I'm sure a few people joined tonight. I've just got a feeling about it. Like we've had a pretty good like last week it went pretty well, Steve, and you weren't here as well, so that was good. Because normally, you know, like it can be pretty dead for me starting because I'm just starting out, and you have, you know, I'd say, dare I say it, came to the rescue. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it sounds all right, doesn't it? Yeah, like I was just checking that. I wanted to see if the microphone will pick up the sound coming out of the speakers, because it's a case of I can't play music directly to YouTube because I'm doing it through StreamYard. And I'm saying that I was looking into it earlier, just before I started streaming, whether or not I can run, because this is a virtual camera that's running right now, right? And so my actual camera is this one. I'm not sure if I look like zoomed out more than normal. Sorry for the mess in my hair. So yeah, I wonder if there's a way I can run a virtual audio cable. There is actually. I've got virtual audio cable there, line 1. Right, let me just check something. Let me check, people. Can I run a virtual line? How can I? Wait. Audio. No, virtual cable, was it? So I think I've got an audio app installed somewhere. Wait, what's this? Apps. Open file location. Virtual audio cable. See if I can run a virtual audio cable, then I can run music straight through. Purplaki Wagwan. Or should I say Perp Leaky? It's the Perp Leaky in the house. Right, do you want... Nah, see, it wants to install something, but I'm pretty sure I've already got it installed as well, but I just don't know how to use it. So yeah, anyway, I've posted the link, man. If you want to join, feel free to join. You're more than welcome. I've let me try and pin that. It says I can put myself in a timeout. Oh yeah, no, I've already pinned it. Right, sweet. Yeah. So what I was going to say. So I was messing around with something. I'll show you all in a bit. I go on a Canadian channel and he pronounces it exactly like yourself. Yeah, no, do you know what it was? Because one day I was just looking at your name and I was just like, Perp Leaky. Perp Leaky. I was like, who's Perp Leaky? And I think I was really, tired at the time. Well, a little bit like this. And so I was there rubbing my eyes, and I was like, "Purp leaky," and I was like, "Oh, it's purple lacky." But you know, you giggle, don't you? You have a little giggle. But yeah, I was working on an app earlier. Does anyone here a gambler? If you are, what do you like gambling on? Does anyone play roulette? Like every once in a while, I like to play a bit of roulette. Like I haven't played it for a while, and it's only when I've got spare money. You know, occasionally once in a while, I used to go on there and throw on some money. So I was trying to design an app. I know it's stupid, right? Because it's literally impossible to predict. But it does seem like when you play in a casino, right, that it's very much biased a certain way. So like, yeah, I'm not even going to say how, but like people will go, you know, people will make up all sorts of things saying, oh, there's magnets in the tables, or if they're computer generated ones, the random number generators, you know, they work out the value of the payouts and then they pay out the least, or, you know, and if they're not, if they are just genuinely random, they're slightly like the algorithms are unusual. They're not just like not using a normal, you know, like a normal calculation to figure out a random number or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, trying to make a calculator, or no, not a calculator. Trying to make something that can track the history and can predict things, but I'm going to call it the biased roulette predictor. Yeah, so it's completely biased because obviously like there's no way that you can predict it, you know what I mean? Which is why the house always has a better chance over what you're doing, even if you're going to run like the best strategy in the world, you know what I mean? You might see I'm looking knackered tonight, man, because last night I went to bed super late because I'm an idiot. The night before that, my daughter kept us up all night, literally all night. We were there like, oh, please let us sleep. And the night before that, I just went to bed super late because I'm an idiot. So yeah. Well, I'll do anyway. I'll show you this thing in a minute. I have to run it because it's not actually. It's just something I was running on like I was making it up. 2 seconds. Feel free to chat when I'm starting because I'm not ready yet. And if you want to join the panel, come join the panel. And if anybody was listening to what I just said, if you got any questions, put a comment in the chat. In fact, I will share my screen. All right. Share screen. Right, I'll just share this. All right, here it is. Here's what I made. It's not even finished yet. I'm making it like, and like so it requires you to input the history. So let's say number lands. So up here I've got a random number generator up, so I can refresh it. 32. So let's press 32, and then 27 came after that, and then 10, and then 11, and then 5. All right, so I'm throwing in random numbers. So I'm like I've put in some sort of calculations that are pretty biased, but you can change the bias, right? So what you do, you open up the settings, and for instance, like this is just going to count the number of recent spins and analyze the percentage. So I want to put like 50 spins on this. Right now, it's going to tell me it's telling me to predict or to bet black. Yeah, so it's telling me the next random number is 18, but if next one is 6, right? So I'm just going to say it was 6 because I changed a setting. But imagine you was watching a table. Yeah, this obviously like this is completely random up here. This could be anything. So that could have been wrong. Obviously that was right then, but it could have been wrong. But I've built in a bias predictor, so it's going off the highest percentage, but you can untick it, and now it's going to be the lowest. So it would have predicted the opposite. So really, there's no way to know. It's only if your bias thinks, do you know what, the table's dropping loads of reds at the moment, or I want to know, I want to be biased. I want to follow the table. I want to gamble like what the highest amount is, if that makes sense. Not like, yeah. For instance, like if let's say in the last 50 numbers, 25 numbers were black, 25 numbers were red, you'd have a 50% chance of each, right? So this is what this is doing. It's counting, and then obviously that would be equal. But let's say it was split the other way. I don't know, 40 to 10%. So most of the numbers were one color. So like it's pretty much always landing on one color. So you would bet it's going to land on the highest amount. So out of the last 50, we've got 63% landed black, right? That I've put into here. So it's telling you like you can follow this and just keep betting black. You've got a higher chance of winning if you follow in the highest percent. But obviously it's biased, completely biased. So if you change it to lowest, your bias might be, do you know what? It hasn't predicted red for a long time. Surely it's going to predict red. So you change the setting. So you change your biases, right? On the, like, I've got the same thing for which zones it's going to predict. So obviously there's different zones it can land in. Hey guys. How's it going, libertarian minded? What are you saying? There's a link pinned if you want to come and say hello on the panel. Yeah. So there's a streak win thing here as well. So let's say there's a streak of 7 like consecutive colors. So let's say I click this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. It's telling me to predict red. Now I can change the threshold, all right? But at that point, let's say you put down, let's say you've been watching a table and you've been putting in loads of actual history that looks more normal. Yeah, like none of this looks normal because this is all made up. But let's say it looks more normal, but you get a streak of 7 numbers. You're thinking, yeah, there's got to be a red landing soon, right? So you're thinking in your mind, the chances are a lot higher that it's going to land red. So there you are, betting red. But let's say it lands black again. Yeah, it's still saying red. Still saying red. It's still going to say red, of course. But what people tend to do on roulette, because they have their own strategies, and there's all sorts of strategies you can follow. And I'm not telling anybody to go out there and gamble. I'm just messing around with an app that can try and predict roulette, which is stupid. But yeah. But let's say, I don't know. Let's say you're following a strategy where you wait for something like, yeah, I mean, I could do a lottery predictor, but again, that would be like really simple because I'd just make it random because you've got no real idea of unless you've got some history, like say you've got all the previous winning history, like lottery numbers or something. You'll be able to work out some calculations, figure out similar combinations or something. But yeah, so for this though, like as I say, like if you were following a strategy, like when let's say there was 7 blacks in a row and you're betting red, you want to bet on like red around this number 29 in history here, or in fact way ahead in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So let's say you're betting red here. You're betting right, okay. You're betting £5, but you lose it. So now you bet £10 and you lose it. So that's £15 lost. So now you bet £30 because every time you have to double your money, right? So sorry, yeah, 10, 15. And you have to account for the money you lost to begin with. So now you're betting £30 here just to get your money back. And then that's lost. Then it becomes 60. You know what I mean? Then it becomes 120. But eventually the chances are it will land a red. And if you kept following that, you know, that strategy and you put down and you had enough money to back it, this is why people with money, they say if you have enough money to gamble, you can make money. It's just, can you be strict enough to stick to a strategy? You can do it with small money as well, but in that case, you're only going to make like a few pence or a few pounds. Do you know what I mean? So if you've got small money, you actually want to be risky because you want to take a high risk, get a big reward, walk away, say thank you very much. But if you've got a lot of money, you want a less riskier strategy. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to roll a smoke. So somebody chat amongst yourselves in the chat or join the panel. And if you do, let me know in the chat because I'm not looking at StreamYard. Why, aye, man. Funny thing is as well, right? If you go onto Google as well and you search for, say, if you search for like, you know, roulette prediction app or something like that, then you'll get gambling sites, and it will tell you, oh yeah, this is an app that can, like, you know, predict the outcome. And it's just a really silly like web thing with, or it's nothing at all. It just talks about an app that doesn't exist. So I think a lot of casinos, they try and win it over with the, you know, you're typing in something to do with roulette, boom, because I don't think they like tools like this, things that could. But you see, the thing is, I'm making this. If anybody ever wanted this tool, yeah, I'm not sure what the legalities would be, because obviously, you know, that's why I'm not endorsing anybody to go gambling. But for instance, with something like this, I'm going to call it the biased roulette number predictor. But it's biased based on the user. They're going to set settings. I might even try and add like another box over here that says AI prediction, so you can link it with an AI, feed it the history of numbers, and the AI can predict a number for you. What do you reckon to that? Yeah. But I've made it at the moment so you can totally play around with it. You know, I can click any number and I could change this whole history if I wanted. Should 36. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, the chance of green at the moment is a bit stuffed. But effectively the way it works is not the way you'd expect it works. I've done it a weird way where if it lands on certain numbers on the table that are near to it, then it boosts the prediction, and that's only if it lands in the last few spins. So if you see now, okay, 3 must be near to it. But say if I put 19, 17, 10, it's probably dropping in percent. Boom, there you go, 4 numbers, and bang, it's dropped percent loads. So yeah, I've made the green a very weird predictor. The zone predictor is probably the best one, yeah, because like if you're gambling, these numbers here from 3 to 12, that's like zone 1, and then 15 to 24 is like zone 2. I need to like visually show it on here. Numbers 27 to 36, that's like zone 3. So you can bet on 2 zones, right? And it's a return of 3 times what you bet. So let's say if you bet £1 on this zone and £1 on this zone, it will return £3 from the winning one. All right. So you've just bet £2, you win £1. But if it lands in the middle, you've just lost £2. So the risk is like high, the reward's lower, but it's covering more of the the table. So it's a better strategy. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Anyway, zone bias, you can change it. Look, you can change the bias, because again, there's no way that I can ever predict any of this. So yeah, odd even bias, you can predict what the highest percentage is likely, like what it's been landing on the most, or you can go with the lowest. So you can, so yeah, that's just something I made within 2 days using AI, basically. Spiky Mike, what you saying, man? Good to see you. Yeah. What have you been up to, man? I spoke to Indy not too long ago. . 'Cause, 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 ' pretty sure that's where I used to see the most, although I'm pretty sure I used to see on a load of lives all around the place. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Steve. What are you doing tonight? You still there? Saw you were live earlier. So, I mean, if you want to join, mate, come and join. Same goes to Lee as well. If he's out there, I know he said he'll try and join at some point. So. Libertarianator. Yo, Libertarian, do you ever go live on panels or do you only stay in the chats? I can't remember. Can't remember if you're a chat only person. No, I'm sure you've been on panel before. Hey, pasta. Fair enough, mate. Well, yeah, there's no pressure, mate. No pressure. But yeah, no, you're welcome to join if you want to, if you want to, and there's no pressure to have a full-on convo either. I'm happy chilling. My mate might join me later anyway. He said last week he might come back this week and join, so we'll see. Yeah, I like to throw the invites out to specific people, like sort of, especially when people are not really jumping in the chat. When you get people that come to your channel and they just sort of randomly jump in and they're straight onto your panel, and then they're just looking for attention. And I'm not going to say any names in particular, but it just seems there are people like that, and I'm wary of that. So, like, I'll give everybody a fair chance. But yeah, I'd rather they at least spoke in the chat now and again as well. Because last time, Steve, when you weren't here, in fact, someone that was on your panel the other day came up, and but at the time I'd just invited somebody else on, and they'd just joined, or they were just about to join. So I said to her, they were in the background, and I said, come back later, sort of thing. It wasn't like, no, you can't come on. I just said, come back later. And later on, they didn't come back, and I had a good live stream anyway. But yeah, what does everyone think about what's going on at the moment? I mean, I don't know if you're aware, but price of oil has shot up ridiculously in the stock markets. You probably are aware, because obviously, like, there's what people are calling World War III at the moment. I even saw something come up like on my phone this morning about conscription in the UK, and I'm like, really? But yeah, I don't think it's at that point yet. How's conscription for the army as well? Like, imagine that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine gambling away? All right. If no one's going to chat to me or come up, I might just work on this. I could work on this, make it better. Make it. But I was just working on something. What did I just add? Was it this? Yeah, it was. Or not? Look. I was about to type something to the AI, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna go live tonight. So yeah, I haven't messed around with the layout or anything really. I've just told the AI to kind of make this for me, which is unusual. Like last time I made the app, I asked it to like see how the menu's messed up. But yeah, I did have to moan at it to get this history thing to work right, because before I'd expand this and this quick add would disappear. The history would be like over the top of it. It was all mangled up. So I've had to like moan at the AI and specifically point at things to get it to fix things. Like this icon's gone funny again after I added this default folder in. And I need to share an entire screen. Thing is though, it's not ideal with my working solution. I mean, I'm not sure about adding an AI prediction now. Anyone got any ideas on how you can predict a winning number for roulette or a winning combination, or what statistics would be most useful? That's another thing. Actually, I've got future things to make. So in fact, let me share this again. Right, you see this future feature. Ah, Christ, it's a future feature, and it's clickable. You can click. All right, so in here, I was planning to put something like statistics, where it would count the history or the numbers, and it would produce for every number between 0 and 36 a count, compare it to like all of the numbers, and then produce like a list of hot numbers and cold numbers. So obviously the numbers with the highest count would be at the top. There'd be hot numbers. The numbers at the bottom, there'd be cold numbers. Spartacus. Nice, man. It's been so long. I can't even remember where we last saw each other, or what chat it was from, or what channel it was. But welcome, mate. What's your alternative name? Don't tell me it's like Ice Chain in the House, or whatever that was, whatever he was called, Ice Chain Pure Pain. Ice Chain Pure Pain. Ice Chain Propane. Yeah, Ice Chain Pro. No, I'm just kidding. You're not Ice Chain, are you? Can you tell me how to make something that can predict the correct winning number for roulette? So I just need ideas. Like I could load up a roulette table online somewhere. Couldn't I have a look at it? See what stats they produce. Thing is though, I want my app to be biased. Like you think it's gonna bet one color, it's gonna bet the opposite. You think it's gonna bet in a certain zone, and it's gonna bet the opposite. And that's what this app will tell you. It's gonna tell you everything that you don't expect. It's gonna be completely wrong, but somehow it's gonna work. No, I'm planning to make some bias settings, and then some of them, they just work in weird ways. But yeah, future feature, hot numbers, cold numbers. Just need to. So as I say, we need a way for to count up every number So let's say here I'll put 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. So obviously testing, right? Just delete some of these, shouldn't we? Make it look more real. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Nice. I think the first feature I built was the streak feature, the streak win feature. See, it's already conflicting. It's telling me now to bet black because we've had 3 blacks, and my settings are a streak threshold of 7. And on the red black predictor, it's only predicting the lowest. If I change it to the highest, it will change it to black actually. But if more red numbers had landed recently, it would still say red if I have highest selected, because this is biased, don't forget. So yeah, I mean, apparently there's been super AIs trained on like predicting roulette numbers, and I don't think they really win. And I found something on GitHub that somebody had made. It's probably complete spyware or Trojans or like really bad software, because it literally it's like it tries to predict looking at a live camera, and you I don't know, it's got like a viewer that detects the wheel and its spin rate and where the ball drops and what number, like where the ball comes out near, like what number it comes out near. And then it tries to predict and update where it's going to land, which, to me, it's, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit crazy. Especially that they can't work on the on these computer generated ones anyway, surely, because they're not set to a certain spin or a certain amount. They just sort of fall on a number, and a random number that's probably predetermined in a random number generator or in an algorithm or something. But yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave it on this screen. I can change it to others though, if you prefer. You can have some mystery content. I know I might just be a little bit quiet because no one's joining me. No one wants to come chill. It's very sad. Very sad times. What we will do though is right. Let me think about this. Let me do some work. Why do this? One day you came to Mr. E live stream, then you watched me And you said, hey, sir, how are you? I want to watch just what you do. Yeah, yeah. All right, then. Should we do some more works this then? How are we gonna get this random number predictor? Purple-acky in the chatty. No, it's purple-leaky, mate. Purple-leaky. So it's the one and only famous purple-leaky, mate. 1277. Don't know, rep that postcode and everything. Squeezing a muscle near you. Anyway, right, Jay, was you here a minute ago when I was showing the stupid app that I started making for a laugh? Because if you wasn't, mate, god damn it, I got to change the screen. Can you see it now? See it now. See it now, yeah. All right, this is the roulette random number predictor, and it's completely biased. I'm going to call it the biased number predictor because it's impossible to predict. But it helps you predict red or black. It helps you, look for streaks, and it helps you predict odd or even. And then what I was thinking in the future feature, yeah, I could have like hot numbers and cold numbers. So it would do a count of every number in the history. So it's like 18, that's a count of 1 for 18. You know what I mean? Then it would go through all the other numbers, and it would look for 18 anywhere else. And then if it finds it, it counts, it doesn't, okay, so it counts 1. 16, it goes through all the numbers. So there's a 16, there's a 16, and then so that would be like 3, if in case I missed any. And then, there's a 3 and another 3. 3 and another 3. Right, see the random number at the top right here? This is a random number thing. You can press it to refresh it. Press it to refresh it. Right, so I'm going to press the random numbers that it brings up now, just to give it some history to look more, hopefully a bit more natural. Oh, I pressed 18 instead of 16. Oops, don't really matter. I can actually change it as well. Look. Even if I don't make a mistake. Even if I don't make a mistake, I can fix it, mate. Right, so we fixed that. Then what have we got next? Number 27. Number 28. Number 22. Where's number 22? I'm blind in this house. 27. See, now at the moment we've got this zone bias, right? The zones, if you weren't here, it's these 4 columns. Yeah, that's zone 1. These 4 columns, zone 2. These 4 columns, zone 3. So if the bias is on the recent, i.e. it's landed on these 2 columns recently, or most, it could land on the same column twice. Let's say it's landed on the same number twice. Yeah, it's still going to predict the third and the second because I've got it to set to predict if you're following the recent pattern. So let's say you're betting £1 on the second. Let's say you're betting £1 on the end third and you're betting £1 on the mid, right? From each £1 that you bet, you'd get a return of £3. So let's say if it lands on 29, you'd get £3 back. So if you only bet £1, you'd just win £2. But obviously, you're only covering 1/3 of the whole board, and it could land anywhere. So if you're following thirds and you're just betting £2 at a time, you might win £1, win £1, win £1, lose £2. It's a good strategy, but it can fail. that's why I've set this bias thing so you can change it and you can go for the missing. So if you think it's going to switch right now, it's telling you to go third or first because there hasn't been any low numbers for a while. See on here, there's no low numbers. So it's telling you to go for the first third. It's yeah. It's the way I've set it up anyway. And you can change the settings to make it biased towards what you think will win or what you think won't. And then I want to add some stats, as I say, in the future feature, hot numbers, cold numbers. And then I don't know what else. Perhaps I was thinking like I can add a few more boxes for these predictions. So I could add possibly like an AI prediction, and I might be able to link it through an API. So you can just connect it to an AI, feed it the history, and then the AI gives you a prediction. I don't know how good the AI is at predicting that, but it would be fun. And then, but that could be more complicated, so I'm not going to try that yet. And then if I'm going to add another box here and another setting below and squeeze all of this up, then I probably need like another box, another one. So got any ideas on what you'd want to see predicted? Like, would it be, because I mean, really, like you've only, well, the other thing is actually that I haven't put on here yet, you see the rows, you've got like the top third. Yeah, that's what I should do. So I've got zones, which is the columns, but I should do the rows. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, it's me, Natty, Steve's friend.
Hi, welcome. Yeah, I was just saying earlier. I was saying I tend to invite people up to begin with, and then I open the panel up later on. But I never see you in the chatting.
Yeah, because I don't like typing that much. Sorry.
All right. Well, I need some people to type, man. I need comments in the chat as well.
Go on, then I'll give you a comment.
Sweet. And then
I have to use an online keyboard. You see.
Well, last time I was live, you came on, and I just invited somebody on, and then I was waiting for them to fumble around and sort themselves out, and they got on and they came on, and
there you go.
I said to you at the time, come back later. And then later on in the night, I said to everybody, you know, the panel's open. Does anyone want to come and join? I think somebody might have joined us briefly, can't remember, but then yeah, obviously you didn't join us after that, so you just came and went. But I didn't see a single comment, so I'm just, you know.
No, I don't usually text much in the chat.
All right, well, yeah. Obviously, I saw the other night he was on Steve's panel, and then the chat.
I spilled a drink. I knocked a drink. A drink was knocked out of my hand onto my laptop keyboard, so I have to use an online keyboard, and it takes forever.
So yeah. I seen the other night that you was on Steve's panel, and that obviously like everyone was going off on you in the chat.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
So yeah, somebody was saying, you know, you're not fit to be around your kids and all this sort of stuff, and you need some.
Yeah.
But all I'd say is like if you do just need a chat with somebody, there are like free phone numbers, you know, there are support services. Yeah. If you are feeling down and depressed, and
I don't feel down. I'm fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. I don't know. I'm going off what was going on, what I saw in the chat, and you know.
Nah, I'm already getting help that I need. Thanks.
All right, no worries. Yeah, I'm just not like honestly. I'm just trying to be nice, like, you know, because YouTube can be and the internet can be a mean, demoralizing place. You know what I mean? So yeah, have you been watching long?
I had a cluster as well, Steve.
Have you been watching long, or I don't know if Steve's still here. I think he might have disappeared because he
just popped in.
He only just popped in. All right.
What's all these little numbers on the stage?
Steve was replying, and now he's not. Well, exactly. Like I'm doing a live stream. I was just demonstrating the screen. So if you'd been watching, you would have seen what this is.
Oh, let me try and work it out.
That's what I mean. So like, yeah, I'm trying to say like you should come in, watch for a bit first, see what's going on before just jumping straight on. Like no,
Right.
but I will open the panel up to like, or I invite people. Sometimes I'm like, yo, come on
Oh,
out.
it's a code for blackjack.
No, no.
What is it then?
So it's something that I'm making. It's a biased number predictor for
What?
for roulette.
Oh, gambling.
So have you ever gambled on roulette?
No.
No, that's probably a good thing as well because it's very addictive, and I wouldn't recommend it.
I think it 27 is the most regular number because it's on there the most.
Well, the whole this whole app is just me at the moment pressing buttons and trying to predict the unpredictable. It's like an impossibility. Like, do you know what I mean? And I mean there are strategies that you can use on roulette to massively give you a boost, but they're not guaranteed to actually work.
Is it just a case of luck?
Who knows? I mean, people say that different casinos have rigged rigged setups. So who knows if they do or not? I mean, I don't think they're allowed to by law, but when like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it's a business model, isn't it? It's a gambling thing, like so. But saying that, I mean,
I'm
I've
going to hop off for a bit because I'm not really interested in roulette.
see, I've made money on it a few times. I used to go with my mates down to a casino, and I used to take say 80 quid, and I'd go in there, I'd buy a pint, yeah, and maybe some chips, and that would be like a tenner gone, pretty much. So you've got 70 quid left, and I used to put in like say 30 quid.
Do you want 30 quid from a tenner?
No. From like say from like 70 quid, I'd like quite a few times I'd get up to like 300 and something, and then whenever I'd drop back down to like 250 or something, I'd cash out and walk away.
So you got 250 quid.
I mean, I've had £200 a few times, but then I've also lost money a few times. Like I've just gone in there and lost 80 quid before a few times. So yeah.
Bloody hell. I wouldn't like to lose 80 quid.
Like the last time I did something was months and months ago, or like years ago online, and I won 200 quid, and I was like, yes, this is sick, this is easy. So then I went back on and put another 80 on like a week later, and I lost it, and I was like, nah, I can win that back, and then I lost like another 80 quid, and I was like, no, I'm still up, I'm quitting when I'm up. Well, but by then I was already down, like, you know what I mean? Like, well, not down, but overall I might have been up, but I felt like I was down.
Anyway, it was lovely meeting you, Mr. E, but I'm going to hop down.
All right, no worries. Yeah, well, as I say, the panel may be open later. There might be people that join. You know, when I open it up, you're more than welcome to join. Otherwise, come and chat for a bit first. Watch the stream, see what's going on. I'd like to play like tunes every now and again, but I just can't do it, Captain. I just don't have the power. Plus, it gets too late as well. What the hell? That is weird. Yeah, like my calendar's up on the screen. Can't see that on the live stream, can you? No, that's weird. Hmm. Let me just. My computer's doing something weird. Bear with me. What the hell? It's like my calendar's popped up on my computer, yeah, but it's like opened up. It's like opened up with like an agenda below it. Yeah, but it's opened up by itself and it won't go off the screen. Let me check my computer. Wow, it's just gone. What? It's changed the speaker settings, and now it's got my speaker settings on the screen. It's like it's on the screen, but it's not on the screen, if that makes sense. Like I can't affect the setting. Actually, yeah, I can. I can't close the setting. It's just like it's stuck open. I think my computer's freaking out. Anyway, it's not the end of the world because it's changed to something else, and that's way better than what it was. So we'll go with that. Yeah, I need to. In fact, I know what it is. I need to restart something. I've got a drink. I need to go and get a drink in a minute. I might have to put it on a break time. Who's there anyway? Who's still watching? In fact, I think I can. I'm pretty sure I can leave the stream, can't I? And then restart my computer and come back, and StreamYard keeps it open. I think that's a possibility. I might have to in a minute. I might have to restart my computer if you're there. I'll see if I can type a message on the old StreamYard. Oh. I'm actually hacking the Matrix right now. There we go. Let's see if I can get Explorer running again. Okay, actually, bear with. We've detected an application running with administrator privileges. Fancy zones, learn more. Dun, 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 dun. Right, okay, yeah, no, I think I don't need to restart my computer, but I am going to go grab a drink. There you go. Getting a drink. Chat amongst yourselves, little watchers, you. Back in a minute. God damn. Right, who's there? What are we saying? What are we saying, ladies and gentlemen? Hey? Hey? Welcome to the Mr. E channel. You are live with me now. Ask your questions in the chat. Let's see, I've got a Grzeski. Grzeski. This is what you need is Grzeski. You don't have Grzeski? Why you not have this? Also, I got an alcoholic drink, right? Because I thought halfway through boiling the kettle, that would be a better option. And not only that, I totally forgot as well that we had alcohol. Grzeski tastes good. Grzeski tastes good, yeah? The panel can now be open, to be fair. I was going to do more work to the app, but I'll do it another time because my computer was freaking out. And I've been working on it for like 2 days anyway, in my spare time. I mean, it's mad because you can have if you get an idea, right? If you've got an idea for an app you want to make, the problem is not making the app these days. The problem is having the idea and knowing how you want it to work and having hindsight so that everything works together or works as intended, because you might start to make an app and as you make it, it won't be perfect. You'll have to tell the AI to tweak it to work on each little section to make it all work. And when you get it all working, you're like, yeah, this is sick. And then you're like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to add a new feature or a new thing. So if you add a new feature, all right, let's say you've added a new feature and then all of a sudden you're like, I've got a great idea. I can make this new feature work with my old features and I can add something else. So then you add something else and all of a sudden it's royally messed up, because if you'd have designed it that way in the first place and you had it set up in a good way, then it would have all linked and worked together perfectly. But now it doesn't link and work together perfectly because you didn't have hindsight. So that's the only thing. Anyway, someone random just joined in the chat. Say hello. Why is everyone ghosting tonight? What are you doing? You're just ghosting YouTube channels. Oh, yes, I'm going to watch you, but I am not sure that I actually want to engage. I'm just going to sit here and not engage. However, I will give you the viewer statistics that you need. I'm not even drunk, I don't. You should wait till I've had a few drinks and then. All right, mate. I'll be saying, "Oh, Jay, yo, Jay, what you doing, mate?" I was never trying to figure out blackjack, you bloody flapjack. Hey, mate. All right, mate. All right, mate. All right. Yeah, I'm all right. Are you all right, mate? Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what I think? Space cakes and everything. Right, anyway. I'm going to stop waffling, being silly. It's alive, yeah. It's supposed to be alive and live. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So give it some life, yeah. Someone come and chat to me. Come on the panel now. Right, it's now actually opened up. If you're there, and it'll be good if more than one person joins as well. And we can have a good old chinwag. Or we can have a debate, mate. Or we can have a master debate. You know what I mean? You can see which person is the best at debating. Or we can have a, full-on trolling session. You know what I mean? Troll-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. You want to troll me? La-la-la. Oh, I'm just rolling the smoke anyway. Sorry, I'm not talking, but yeah, you're not talking in the chat, so it's only fair in it. But I was going to say, there's this guy that's live on YouTube pretty much every day, and he goes live like say in the morning at 10 o'clock, and then he's like live for like say half an hour or an hour, and then bang on that, when the time comes, he's offline again, and later on in the day, he's online again. I think he does it like 2-3 times a day. He might even be live now. And his whole channel is based around World War III and the end of the world, doomsday and prepping and aliens and just anything weird, wonderful. And he literally just gets on camera and sits there and just talks and talks and talks. And half of it's waffle. And then somebody will make a comment in the chat and he will not read it properly. Like he'll read it out, but like not really read it or misread it, mispronounce a word or something, and then he'll just say, "Oh, I don't understand that." Anyway, and then he just moves on, and I think it just winds people up, so they're there like typing more comments, like, you know what I mean? What did you say, mate? Yeah, there he is. Look, turning up late in the chat. Rob says, "I'm fucking shattered today, lol. I forgot you were streaming." Yeah, Rob, it's pretty much died off. I had a good start. There was a few viewers, and then no one's engaging for like 20 minutes, 22 minutes, if you look at the chat history. And I've just been waffling on because no one's engaging. So they're all watching, but they're either busy doing something else, or they've left me on as, they're just giving me the watch hours. But yeah, I was showing something earlier as well. I was like showing the stupid app that I was trying to make Robert stupid, but yeah. It's stupid, but somebody might want it. You never know. Matt Walker, welcome, mate. How long have you been there? Have you been lurking in the background, or have you just turned up? And if so, are you subscribed? And if not, why not? I look tired as hell. I look so tired. I did explain earlier why I'm so tired. But yeah. Just turned up because I'm subscribed. All right, fair play. Yeah, nice one. How did you find the channel? Right, Rob and Matt, since you're both there, yeah, I'll show you. This is probably what lost people some engagement last time. So fair play, Matt. Do you ever watch Urbex, like Urban Exploration? If not, you might have just found me from a live channel or something. Right. Sorry, Rob, I was just loading up some software so I can show you this again. My computer freaked out. I thought I was going to have to restart my computer, but I didn't. So anyway, can you see this? Let me know when you can see this in the chat. and the link is open. The link should be it should be pinned, but I'll put it in the chat. Oh, fair play. Yeah, I don't know, man. Depends what you watch. Like, what channels do you ever go on any panels or anything? Yeah, Rob. So this is just it's an app I built in 2 days using the AI. I haven't literally really done a lot myself on this one. My other app, I've done loads of work on it, but this one, as you can see, the file menu is not themed. It's just themed it like this. It didn't even ask me if I wanted a light or a dark theme. It just made it like this. But I did tell it to do specific things. Like I told it to make me these prediction boxes. I told it how to make each prediction one by one. I made this quick ad because before I had like a drop down menu and an ad button, and it was so annoying. I was like, nah, I need a quick ad, and it needs to kind of represent the zones that you can see on a, on a roulette table. So basically, it tracks the history of roulette, and it tries to make predictions. And obviously, because there's no way of actually doing that, it's completely effectively like it's a pointless task, or an impossible task. However, some people will say that the casinos rig their things or whatever. So what this is, Rob, what this tool is it's a biased, or let's say it's a rigged bet, like a prediction system. So it's trying to predict things in a rigged way, or in a in a biased way. So, but you can change the bias, and that's the best thing about it. So I've added all these settings. So like I can I need to set this as default, and I get an error when I set this to 0 and I get an error. I need to fix that. Anyway, I type in 50. So now it's counting the last 50 numbers in history, and it's going to give me a percentage. And if I've got it set to highest, it's going to predict that I should bet on black, right? But I can change the bias to lowest. So obviously, if it's not landed on red as much, then perhaps we want to go with what the lowest is, especially if there's a larger disparity between 40 and 50%. But then, so like historic it needs work, but at the moment you can turn off duplicate numbers, and you can turn off you can turn off predicting a specific color if you like. If let's say you had a streak of like, I don't know, 5 reds, so you can get it after 5 to predict only black colors, or but it's all a bit random at the moment. It's all a bit slapdash together. Like the mode is, so the zone is like I was trying to explain earlier, this 3 to 12 is zone 1, 15 to 24 that's like zone 2, and 27 to 36 that's like zone 3. So you got the first third, or the first dozen, second dozen, and the third dozen. Exactly, Matt. It's completely random, which is why this is completely a stupid thing, but people try and make shit like this, but like on the internet, they're like, oh, we've got the most advanced roulette predictor, but it's all fucking random anyway, right? So that's why I'm going to call mine the biased. Like it's completely biased. Like you set the bias. If you think, it's going to land on red or black more, or the one that's got been landing more often, you set the bias. You know what I mean? You can change what it predicts, and you can change the settings as to what it will predict. But you can generate a random number as well up the top here. So like I was generating random numbers and then putting them into the history like this. So that was 11. Now it's 23. So if you see top right up here, now it's 25. Look, and I can look, 0 landed, and I don't know what what was the. I don't know if anyone saw what the percentage was. Wait, I've got my stream loaded up. Green was on 94%. Let me just see when I click these on 96%. Wait, hang on. No way did it predict this right. 98%. Wait, hang on. 100%. No way. Green landed on 98% on my prediction model. That's insane. That's actually like random. You probably could make one for blackjack though. I don't know. I don't really play blackjack online. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know it well enough, and you've got to be careful. Obviously, you can't be cheating. Like, because it's completely random, right? This could potentially not be seen as, like, you can't get in trouble for using this. It's just something that's going to try and predict a number for you. Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, obviously, inputting the history gives you like, and what I was thinking is in future feature, yeah. So in the future feature, I'm going to add like hot and cold numbers. So it will do a count through the history of every number, and it will count how many times that number has appeared, and then it will produce, you know, like hot numbers and cold numbers based on how many times they've appeared and how recently they've appeared, or something like that. Anyway. And then, so in here, I might add that. But then I've got like more space on the app. So if you've got any ideas on how you can, you know, give yourself something that could make your brain think, do you know what? I want to gamble these numbers. Mate, that's why I've got the random number. Rob, that's why I've got the random thing at the top. Yeah, random number. Because at the end of the day, you could just come on here and just pick random number. Generate any random number on the roulette table and just use that. To be fair though, it's more about it's like red and black. Yeah, red and black. Obviously, that's random. But for instance, if there is a strategy, right? I was trying to explain it earlier. So we've got a streak win. So let me show you what the streak win does. The threshold is currently 7. So let's say we have a streak of 7 reds. So let me just press. What's that? 5, 6, 7, right? So now it tells me to predict black. So let's say on the 6th or on the 7th streak, right? You're looking at this, your brain is automatically saying bet black, bet black, bet black anyway. Right, but let's say you start here. This is where you start. You don't, you know, you're not betting on all of this. You start on this, right? And you bet black. Yes, it's a 1 in 36 chance, but the brain says it's already landed 7 times in a row on red, right? See, Matt Walker saying there's a no-lose strategy, and this is kind of a no-lose strategy, and it comes down to how much money you've got. So what the no-lose strategy is now is, let's say you're at £100, right? The no-lose strategy is you have to start very low. So you'd bet £2 that it's going to be black next, but let's say it's not black, it's red again. And you're like, oh, okay, I've lost £2. So to get that £2 back and the money, you'd have to now bet like £6 or something. It's not just double. You'd have to bet double the money, £4 plus the £2 that you originally lost. Yeah. So you've lost £2, but let's say it lands on red again and you've just spent another £6. Boom, you're down £8. You know what I mean? But then eventually you're thinking, God damn, it's going to land on black. You know what I mean? So now you're gonna bet £8 plus the original, the original 2, if you, I guess. So you bet a tenner and it lands on black and you win 20, right? So now you're up by, I don't know, what are you up by, like £2 or something? Or maybe more than that, like whatever, a bit more than what you started with. Yeah. So in order to cover your loss back, you need to basically, like, you have to double down, and you need enough money to be able to cover it. So whatever you're betting, like if you've only got £100, you can't really be starting off on high numbers. You can't be betting like £5 for it to be black. You know, because if it does land red another 6 times, even if you double that, you go to £10 and 15 and 20 and 25. Trying to make your money back, it gets very expensive very quick. It's how you lose your money. But then there are people that are like, do you know what? Stop. Nah, the strategy didn't work. It's about the people that are more strict with their strategy. Like for me, I always know it's a gamble, so I tend to go on there, mess around for a bit, I bet low. I win or lose, and I'll put in a risky bet. And if that risky bet comes through, and then I'm like buzzing, I'm cashing out. I tend to cash out. Yeah. So it's, I mean, I guess it's 1 in 37 chance, isn't it, with the green as well, Rob? Funny enough, I had to update my when I told the AI to make this app for me, it missed out green or 0, and I had to like explicitly say to it, no, in the predictions you need to account for 0 and predict it because it's a number on roulette and it can land. I was like, oh yes, and also it kept spitting out the wrong colors. So this is apparently the European layout. But if you type in roulette table on Google Images, you'll find one where 28 is red or something. But most of them, this is the European standard layout with 28 black. But I had to check this like about 10 times because it kept printing out the wrong colors on the wrong numbers. But this is typically what you'd see on a roulette table, this setup here. But the mad thing is, yeah, you can like, so what I need to do is, let me just stop sharing this, bear with. I'll share another window, yeah. I'll show you how I made the app because it's really, really stupid. All right, so you see this, let's make a project, and in the project, I've uploaded the project files, or some of them, because some of them it won't accept the file types, but I can just paste those files. So for instance, I can go into my app and I can get the main window file and I can just paste it like this as a pasted text. And I could say, I want to add account, I want to add a new feature to the feature A box. Count all numbers in history. Or in fact, I should say keep account how many times it appeared. In fact, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say I want a list of hot and cold numbers from 1 to 36. We're not going to bother with green on this, and we're going to keep account by doing something like keeping account for the numbers in history, how many times they appeared. But see, we're gonna need a setting for this as well. We're gonna need a setting to flip it. So like you might want to predict. No, in fact, we can just change the list from hot to cold, can't we? We just need to know what the hottest and cold numbers are. Yeah, mate. So Matt, funny enough, I've got another app that I'm making, yeah, and I've made it pretty much with, you know, me learning to code and then realizing that the AI is absolutely kick-ass now. So what I was doing was I was making this app. I've pretty much made it. It's another app. I can show you it as well if you want in a bit or in a minute. But oh, in fact, why did that just stop sharing? Oh, it's come back. Oh no, that's right. I'm watching YouTube as well, but I'm well behind. But yeah, with this one, I've literally, for the first time, I've just said, right, create this app, give me an app, you know, do this, do that. And it's just giving me all this stuff and I'm just kind of going with it. Right. I want to add a hot and cold numbers from 1 to 36 by doing something like keep an account for numbers in history, how many times they appeared. In fact, can we also take into if they landed recently and I think we're gonna have to count. So again, gonna have to be a count of we're gonna have to have a certain amount of history for this to be able to work. So I might just say when there is at least 36. No, it doesn't. No. In fact, we don't do it. Because like even if you only had a few numbers, you can start building a count for those numbers, I guess. So I want us to put on cold numbers from 1 to 36 in history. By doing something like keeping a count for the numbers in history, how many times they appeared. Can we also take into account if they landed recently and perhaps bias it? Perhaps I'm trying to think, like, because if you get a percentage, right? If you get a percentage of how many times they've landed, do you want to also affect that percentage on if they've landed recently or not? And perhaps, yeah, in fact, I've got another idea actually. Output like, so it's something the output like, let's play the output numbers. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know. I'm gonna let the AI just work it out. I'm baffled. Yeah, mate. Honestly, yeah. So the AI has improved. So like, it must have been like maybe a few years ago. I went onto the AI and I was trying to do a WordPress website, and it was like terrible. I learned enough from the AI to work out what I needed to do, but I had to spend a lot of time on forums and probably Stack Overflow still back then. But nowadays, that website is dead. Not only that, literally the AI has improved like 100 times, 100-fold since then. And every single day it's improving. But there are some days where you load up an AI and it just hallucinates or it does something really shit because they're developing it every day. It changes, like, so there's different models, of course, and I don't know if you're coding at the moment, but I'd recommend obviously Claude is probably one of the best ones. Apparently ChatGPT new one is good, but I don't really use ChatGPT. Quen, this one here, it's a Chinese one, but it's really, I found it really good because it's free and it just like, it's like unlimited tokens on what I want to do and that, you know what I mean? So epic. So I had the screen minimized, so I don't think it updated the stream, did it? I don't know. Wait, let me see live. Yeah, it did. Right, what have we got? Right, create this in models. So it wants me to do quite a bit of work. Right, update prediction service. What's it saying? Just add a new region. Update main window. Just add some new properties into properties. So I've got an idea of how to do all this. Anyway, this is how it kind of works with me, and this is how I work as well, because I tell it to tell me what regions to put stuff into. So like it's telling me to leave my existing methods there and just add this. And then, but yeah, as you see, I've got a lot of steps to follow. If you want, I can do it while you're here, or I can save this for another time. Show you my other app as well. But what I'll do, I'll 2 seconds anyway. What I'll do now, if I can find where it is. Remove that. Right. This is the code. Right, I'm going to paste in the file that it's given me, right, and we're going to see if it works. There's a chance it might not work as well. And if it doesn't, then obviously I'll just tell it it's not working. It's giving me a new region to put in here, so I'm just going to go to the bottom somewhere. I'm going to whack it here because I'm not too sure exactly where to put it, but I reckon there will be good. It's giving me 8 errors straight away, but that's probably because I haven't added all the other code yet. So we're going to go to main window view model, and then we're going to go to the properties up here. We're looking for properties. I'm just going to add these 2 new properties that it's given me. Then we're going to go to search for this region here. I'm going to add that bit of code that it gave me. You can't see the other screen now, obviously, but I can. So just trust the process. Then we need to also update all predictions. Now, only trouble is, I knew it was going to do that. I need to find it. So there it is. And there's a new line of code to add just there. Making sure that's got everything. Yeah, it does. And then open another file called converters. There's another region to add, and I don't like adding regions in this file, so I'm going to add it there. That should do. And then we've got to go to main window and see, because I've been working on it already, I kind of know my way around the code. Whereas, you know, if you don't really know what you're doing, you might be a bit stuck. But once you've had a good play with it, or you get used to a certain language or a certain stack or, you know, whatever, then it's fairly easy. So yeah, I'm going to add that there, and then hot cold feature A. All right, so let me search for feature. Feature A is there. So let me whack this bad boy in. That's the new bit of code for the new feature. And now we're just going to press run, and it's going to save every file. It's going to print out every error, unless it says no issues found, which it does. Fingers crossed there are no issues, and it runs and works. I haven't even told it how I want it laid out, how I want it to look, anything. I've just there we go. There we go. Just improved the app live on stream. Check this out. So now we've got hot and cold numbers. I mean, I asked it to give me a list of 1 to 36 from hot to cold, but it didn't really do that, did it? It just gave me 5 hot and 5 cold. Okay. But, you know, I'm not going to complain because I just didn't really prompt the AI very well, and it worked. Yeah, no, this is C#. See, it says there when I'm copying the things C#. I don't know if you saw it. So it's actually, I'm coding for Avalonia, which uses XAML. So it uses XAML, I think is the name, and then it uses CS files behind it. Specifically, the way this works, it's MVVM, sorry, model view model. So you have models, but you also then have like views. So your main window links to a view model. So this is the view that links to a view model. This is how it looks. Let me sort that styling out. So I think we can find that somewhere. So I think it's this. Have I still got a Quen showing on my stream? I can't remember. No, I don't, do I? So again, like if you know where part of the code is, you can just tell the AI. You can tell the AI, right, you know, work on this bit of code, and it should do it. If the text is blurry, then try clicking on the settings button at the bottom, right? Click on quality and make sure it's on the highest quality on YouTube. If it's still blurry, I can only apologize. It's probably just StreamYard for free. There is probably something else I can do actually to make it actually work, and that is, bear with, there is a way to change the layout. This might look less blurry if I just run it like this. So, right, what did it tell me? Well, it's telling me to add this to the. I have to keep changing. I could just share the entire screen, but I've got StreamYard on this other stream, so it's kind of not ideal. Right. Nah, that's not going to work, is it? That's not going meant to go there then. If the drop-down background remains light despite the resource overrides, add this style block inside Windows resources after the brushes. Yeah, straight away that fixes it. Right, I need to. I know how to fix this actually. I know how to fix this. Oh, my computer's freaking out again. It's been a bit slow, and it's because I'm streaming. I've got so many apps open. I've got a virtual camera. My camera's running as well, even though it's not showing right now. Screen down to 720. Yeah, it might be because it's StreamYard doing it. I'm not sure. It's going through StreamYard. Did I see somewhere you said Python? Yeah. A lot of people work in Python, and apparently like AI is brilliant with Python as well. And I know that Python works really well with like web stuff. So I would highly recommend it. I've never actually done anything in Python myself, but I was thinking the other day, oh, you know what? I might just start an app in Python and just give it a go. See like how good the AI is, because yeah, I mean you can get agents that work in it depends what you're coding in, but VS Code, Cursor are two really common ones to get AI agents working and doing the work in the app for you. You can do it in Visual Studio, but you can only do it through Copilot, I think, or you can link local AIs to it, but only in the command line. So it's not really, it's in like the PowerShell or whatever dev PowerShell at the bottom. Well, I think in this. Funny enough, I can run local models, but I'm running a GTX 1080 Ti graphics card. It's pretty old. So yeah, what I was going to say, I need to just check something. I need to open another project. So I said I'd show you my other project while you're here. I'll just quickly show you it because I need to check something in this one. So I wanted to check like Windows styles. Look, Windows styles. That's what I need. That's all I needed to check it for. This is my app. Let me run it. In fact, when I run it, I'm not sure if it will show you on the screen. Hopefully it will. Right, here's a moment of truth. Let me update YouTube. It's not showing. It's not showing. I'm going to have to actually do... Don't know why OBS has done that as well. Right. Hello. Is anybody there? Well, there I am. I was like, where have I gone? Right, 2 seconds. I'm so confused. My brain is confused. I'm going to share an entire screen and you're going to get visual feedback. And I didn't care what you say right now. I'm just watching YouTube to make sure it catches up. Right, okay. Right, you see this? Yeah. Right, this is my app. I've made this. Right. I've made it for Linux and Windows 10 because I'm using both operating systems. But currently I'm on Windows 10, so I'll select next and then I can create a new database, look. And I've already got one there, so I'll just call it database 3. And it populates this because I'm sick. I'm just amazing like that. Then you press next, and I'm going to set it to dark mode because it looks better. Press next, next, finish. Boom, look at this. Would you like to create your first note? Yes, I would. Hello. Also, it should be actually defaulted to this, so you can set a title like title, and then you can set tags down here. You can save it with Control S, right? So there you go. There's my first note, and I want to view the title list. And now I wanna get some help, and I want to I don't know. Let's do like import D drive. Boom. Look at this. Bang! It's just scanning my D drive straight away for all the text files that exist everywhere. Bam! And I can cancel it. I can cancel the scan. Keep a partial list of results. I can clear the list or I can import it. So if I click import, so now I'm going to start importing it. Look how badass this is. I'm kind of proud that I made this. You know what I mean? It was yeah, quite a lot of work. Look, I know you've got a visual update. Look, you've got a progress bar here. I'm just going to let it do its thing. Wait till it's finito. You can cancel it as well if you want. My computer is struggling though because I'm doing so many things at once. I'm trying to import a load of files to this. Please don't crash on me. It's going to crash on me, isn't it? I think, if you can hear me, hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, all right, you can hear me. Well, all right, if I Let me just stop it. Whew. I'm going to run it again. They'll all be there imported anyway because it works. Right, if you're using ChatGPT, go and use Claude, but you'll get a limit. Like so, if you go into project mode, you can upload files as well. But I'd say limit it to don't upload too many files, otherwise your context takes up loads of tokens. Also, in the instructions, put something along the lines of do not produce documentation, or do not, make sure it's specific to the language that you're coding in and everything else. Tell it it's an expert, at what it does. Right, so here you see I'm just connected to that database. I've just imported all those files to. Now I've got loads of random text files inside this. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, you can. I've got like loads of cool settings, like minimize to tray, close to tray, like notifications, theme settings. Like theme settings, you can. Yes, my presets are still there, so you can change the theme and the look of the whole app. Do you know what I mean? You can just make it kind of look how you want it to look, and yeah, man. This is light mode. When you've been looking at a dark mode, you're like, oh. But some people like it. I mean, I do like light mode apps as well. You can export the database as well. So I could re-export all of those files, and I can export it in a single CSV, or as individual text files, or as individual MD files, which would be ridiculous, but it's there anyway. Yeah, man, I made this. So anyway, that's the other app I made, and the whole thing I came in for was Windows styles. Let me just copy that. But I did say I'd show you the app so you've seen it. So that's the other app that I made. And it is available. Well, in fact, it's going to be available on GitHub. It's already uploaded. It's just private at the moment. I haven't made it public yet because I'm not finished. I haven't managed to make an installer, like a proper. I haven't signed it yet or anything, so you can install it. Claude has no concept of visuals either. They're all the same. So, do you need a specific like visual type AI? I heard NVIDIA had a new specific like really good visual AI or something. Can't remember what it's called. AI is good at coding what's generic and well documented, but if you want something niche, you will have to know what you're doing. Yeah. I mean, it depends, doesn't it? Because a lot of stuff comes down to algorithms. So it's just somebody saying, right, do this like calculation, but then do this calculation and compare that versus this and do another calculation. And then I want you to run this, or it's like, from this, you will create a seed, and this will be the seed that you will create, like then it runs some sort of like encryption. So it's almost like XOR. It will replace, a number for like, say 4 characters, and they're all jumbled, and it does it like, as a based off a seed or something, you know what I mean? Then it, I don't know, does some extra encryption again. But the only way to decrypt it is from the seed. But yeah, man, if you've not seen my videos anyway, Matt, I do a lot of I used to do a lot of like urban exploration and like exploring abandoned buildings if you're into that. Oh yeah, what am I doing? All right, I just realised what I'm doing. All right. Okay, so I need window.styles. Yeah, that's what I need. Because the AI told me lies. Let's see if that's fixed the menu and styled it in a dark theme. No, still doesn't like that horizontal content alignment. Does not exist on menu item, or I don't need that anyway. See, here's the great thing as well. Like you're still watching me, aren't you? Like I'll show you if I fixed it. I haven't fully fixed it. Okay, but I'll tell the AI that it was stupid and it needs to do something like this, and it will give me the full styling. That's not the fix. Wait, you can't see it, can you? Let me just bring this over here. Right, that's not the fix. It needs to be inside window.styles like this. However, this is not fully theming. Let me please guide full theme styling. Right, so like the AI would be like, "Oh yes, you're completely right, and I'm an idiot." And on that note, I'm just going to go grab a drink. So back in a second. Oh, crikey, Rob, on your medication, sitting in the background there, just lurking, mate. What you doing, mate? Hey, mate, I think you should get on the panel, mate. Hey, come for a little chin wag, huh? You know what it is? The link should be pinned, but if it isn't, I'm going to throw it out there. Kaboom. Get a load of that. Right, anyway, what did it say? It said, here is the theme styles that you need. Thank you very much. Wait, hang on. Clean menu block relies on Windows styles. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, that's clean. And then we're going to run it off these styles like a beast. So those styles are going to go there. Boom. That should fix it. Nah, don't be like that. Why throw me errors out? Don't need a template pop-up. Nah, still ain't right though. God damn. Why do you do this? Do you know, in fact, I've got the fix for this. I know what the fix is. Template content presenter. What's the menu inside of? A dock panel. Foreground white. 2 seconds. I think that AI is hallucinating. I'm so blunt with that AI. I'm like, yo, please fix, get it sorted now. Do it now. Off soon. I'm just killing time while I render a video. Nice one. For YouTube? And what videos do you make? Let me go to your channel. Matt Walker. I'm sure. Oh, you got a big channel. Rap about freedom. Nah, you're joking, aren't you? Maybe unless we've been linked through music somehow. For now, I'm not subscribed though, so I'm going to subscribe to you and I'll check your channel out after the stream. So I'm not sure, but thank you very much for subscribing. Yeah, I also have some stupid rap music songs. I say stupid, like I'm pretty good at rapping. I used to do it for about 20 years as a hobby. UK hip hop and that from back in the day, like the old school stuff, underground. Do you know what just came to my head as well, Rob, if you're there? 20 years of rapping when I feel the vibe, let's go. If I'm feeling right, then you know I'm gonna let go. Can't remember the lyrics, man. Couldn't give up. No. Woo! 6 watching. Rob said he'll join in a second. Like Rob will be entertaining, no doubt. Anyway, hopefully he's chill and not too hype. Last time he was hype. Yeah, Rob, don't be going into deep topics that we don't need to discuss and personal matters. Just keep it random related. It's not me rapping. I wrote lyrics to most of them, but it's AI voices. I hate the sound of my own voice. You know, it's funny enough, so many people seem to be doing this because I spoke to somebody, he's a DJ, like the other day, and he was like, oh, I made a rap song. I was like, really? Let me, like, you're rapping? He was like, nah. I'm like, oh, was it your friend? And he was like, nah. I think it was an AI anyway that he got to do it. Pretty sure, unless it was his mate, can't remember. I think he said it was an AI. And I was like, nah. But I tell you what, though, some of them are pretty funny. Yeah, I was going to say, like, do it for fun. Yeah. Some of them are funny, man. I've seen, the ones that they're like, where they do it from a chat or like a comment video. There'll be like a video on Shorts, and it's just showing you another video and the comments, and they've made a song from those comments, and they're purely brutal, like fully ripping someone. I don't know, it'd just be purely, I can't even think of, it'd be like, you wake up so early, but it's like in some AI voice, you know what I mean? You look like a donkey. I don't know, man, it was like some random stuff like, you wake up so early, then you look like a donkey, and you know you can't sleep now. Oh, crikey, it just did the pop, crackle, and dingle sound. Oh, crikey, mate. And we've got the, I was going to say, with the parallel effects going on.
Is my TV on too loud?
How you doing, Rob? How are you?
All right, man. Shattered.
Saturday, mate.
Oh, man.
Mate, did you see my eyes earlier when I came on?
Yeah.
Mate, so last night I went to bed stupidly late because I'm an idiot. And the night before, my daughter just literally, she was crying for no reason. Well, she wouldn't really tell us why because she can talk now, but she just wouldn't tell us why. And eventually she just fell asleep at midnight. But and then obviously wakes up early. and then goes to nursery and then falls asleep early.
Joys of parenthood. That was that one. Yeah, I didn't sleep good last night, and then Mel woke up like super early this morning, like it's 6 o'clock. So I was awake from then. I was like, oh. Plus the new drugs I'm on make me knackered.
Mate, it sounds like we're opposites because last week, when we spoke last week, I was dead. I wasn't very good at all. Yeah, I was
awake.
Well, in fact, that day I was feeling better. Like Monday and Tuesday, I was like not right.
Because you weren't good afterwards, because I messaged you the next day, didn't I?
Yeah, well, Thursday I wasn't really very good either, and then Friday I still wasn't right. But then this week I've been a lot better, and and obviously today, like you're feeling not so good, and
I was tired, man.
So yeah,
just getting used to the new medication. Obviously, I won't say what it is or what it's for or anything like that, but I was just getting used to it.
Have you seen those AI singing videos where it's like made out of comments, like ripping someone or something?
Yeah.
Like from loads of comments, different people.
Yeah. I don't get mad. I get even. My grandpa's picture Stephen. Yeah, that one. Yeah. The two towers are leaning.
Like Hawking Stephen.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't know if they're AI. They might be a dude singing it. To be fair, but they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's the classic one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's funny shit. Yeah, earlier on I was sitting there. I was just starting to do some painting on some of the things I'm working on, and I just woke up like an hour later in my chair. And I was like, "Oh my god, feeling like shit."
I was gonna say, like, have you been experiencing time loss?
Yeah,
have you seen lights in the
all
sky?
All the time. I was getting abducted.
Yeah.
Constantly.
That's what I'm saying.
Plus, I had a blood test the other day as well because I got like needle marks in me. I was bad one yesterday, man.
Mate, I said before you came on, I don't know if you heard me. I said, don't go too personal on this stream.
Oh no, it's good.
Random and fun, and nothing to do with our real lives. Or
to be fair, the other day, last time we hadn't spoken to each other for like 3 months, so that's really why we're talking stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
on this one, I'm saying no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Saying no. Hey, matey.
It's all good, mate. It's all good. Yeah, Mel's here, but she's asleep, so he ain't gonna get anything out of here.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah, well, she's not gonna be here next Wednesday.
At maybe 9 o'clock, maybe 9:15, maybe 9:30.
I woke up after you'd already started streaming, but I was like, I need to wake up. You know what I mean? I need to. And then I had to help my mum do stuff and things like you normally do.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Gotta do what I gotta do. That's right. I got to check on her in a little bit, but that will only take like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I've just been literally holding the stream up the whole night, chatting to myself pretty much. I mean, I say myself. It's been people in the chat. Big up to Matt Walker at the moment. I think he's winning with #1luck on the thing.
Yeah.
YouTube has added this feature now. It shows you who's putting the most comments in. Matt's putting the work in.
He's number one. I'm equal. I've got 75 XP as well. There's quite a few people with 75 XP.
You're #3, mate.
Yeah, no, but same number of type of people.
I'm just winding you up, man. I'm winding you up. Of course, we're all equal human beings.
Human beings.
That's right. And you know what I call my daughter? I call her a little squishable bean.
Yeah, fair.
I say, "Oh, you little squishy bean." Literally all the time.
It's a shame we can't send you things to watch on the stream because unless you talk over it, you get done for copyright, wouldn't you? Although if you're doing,
so I think you're allowed to watch other videos on YouTube.
You have to comment on it though. You have to.
Yeah. There are
use, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a fair use thing. The fair use act normally only allows 10 seconds if you'll just say you're using someone else's clip or something.
If you're talking about it, though, I think it allows you
No,
to
but if
use the
you're
whole
reviewing
video.
it, yeah, but no, the difference is that you have your camera or you on screen over it, and it's showing that you're watching it, and it's supposed to be like that you're making content about you watching this. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true. If Hassan can walk away for half an hour and that whole video play and not get in trouble, then I think you'll be all right.
And yeah, you are right. They can't just watch the whole thing without talking, watching it. You know, they have to like stop and talk.
Yeah. I saw some mad shit the other day.
Who saw what?
I've been getting some proper random videos on my YouTube, like algorithm, like random songs and stuff.
I mean, the YouTube algorithm has definitely been played with a lot for the last like year or two. In fact, if you go on Reddit, this whole post about what they see and how it's changed, and also how many ads they see on there, how many shorts are now showing. So, like for instance, I don't know, say like when shorts first started to come onto YouTube, you might see one row of them on your main feed.
And they get loads of them now.
But now it's like one row of videos, then a short row, then it's like 2-3 rows of mains, then it's like a short row. You know what I mean? You just keep seeing rows of shorts, and they try and drag you in. You get on the shorts, and it's like they're the proper like addictive ones to click on a lot of the time as well. Proper clickbaity, so bad.
No.
And my missus was saying the other day as well that so many of the things that she's being fed are like so negative on her feed, and it's making her depressed. And I was like, yeah, you need to start clicking don't recommend this channel and don't watch the AI crap, you know what I mean, and start watching some healthier content for your brain. Like,
I've been watching Asmongold still loads because just generally what happens. Today,
it's funny, Rob. Do you know what's funny? I only subscribed to him today because I noticed I must have watched like every one of his videos for the last like 10-20 videos, and I was like, no, I haven't even subscribed to him.
Yeah, I watched watching Tectone as well earlier on. Tectone's like used to be part of his streamer group, didn't he?
Yeah. To Matt as well with random songs. I have literally got some random songs on my channel which I've made, but they're typically me making them like in a day or an afternoon or a couple of days.
Yeah, we used to do that all the time. I remember come around yours on a Saturday, make a tune in a day, and done. You know what
I mean? I remember.
Yeah, I've been doing lots of.
Can you see the chat as well? I was trying to keep Matt engaged because he was. So, I mean, Matt, you're more than welcome to come on the panel, but you said you had to go soon as well, so it's really up to you. What AI or ones that you made? Yeah. So FL Studio.
Yeah, I play guitar as well, so we used to like record live guitar and stuff onto the tracks, and so make like a beat, and then I record some guitar on it, then we'd like loop some stuff. But then we'd make like.
Tell you a funny fact, Matt, as well. Back in the day, I could never afford any software. I was always broke and skint in my life situation. So I had a cracked version of FL, plus I had an old version of Acid Pro, and eventually I'd end up like getting a different, newer version of Acid Pro, but it was like cracked and downloaded as well. Even though I used to have it, but I lost like the CD or something. I went through various like bits of equipment and software, had versions of software, but never really used it properly until I really only used Acid Pro and FL Studio.
I opened up some of our old projects on FL the other day.
Mate, I still occasionally make a beat every once in a while. Like I can't show you at the moment because I can't stream any music through StreamYard onto here.
You can do it you can do the ones that we put on YouTube.
So I was trying to work out if I can. So in OBS, you can start a virtual camera, but you can't start a virtual mic. But I do have a virtual cable somehow on my computer. I just can't remember how.
You probably can use your audio interface, but you have to route it in a certain way, and you'll have to trial and error that, and it's not. You probably can't be asked.
No, it's more a case of like I've got a virtual cable built into the computer somewhere.
Oh, right, yeah.
So there should be like a way to say if I like play some music. No, in fact, I'll play with it right now. I'll try and play a beat, and I'll play it in media player. I'll turn my volume down. So you'll have to give me a minute. Funny enough, actually, I made a song a while ago.
What you should do is you should put the link to our old beats thing in chat. So you can check out some of our old beats. I can't. Can I put it in the actual chat? Only you can do
Rob,
that.
I made 2 songs. One of them was pretty shit though. So I mean, it was kind of good but shit, and the other one was better but shit as well.
That was our old beats. These videos are years old. If you're still there, that was our old.
Yeah, so don't worry about posting any of that. Don't worry about that shit. I've got stuff on my YouTube. It's there. I just want to know if I can work out if I can output. Say if I open media player, right? Is there a way to go to settings and then change the output to say a virtual cable?
You can probably do that in StreamYard. You can change the mic input, but you won't be able to use the mic at the same time.
No, the audio output on media player to a virtual cable. Media player's just crashed. My computer's struggling. 2 seconds.
You can possibly do that.
Devices. All right, 2 seconds. Speakers. Properties. Yes, line 1 virtual audio cable. Apply. Right, I won't be able to hear it though. Yeah, so let me just
put your phone on. I'll tell you if it works.
I can still hear it. Right, 2 seconds. And then I've got. Wait, this may or may not work. If it works, then I'm somehow a legend. Wait, hang on.
Somehow a legend. A legend in your own bedroom.
Select the audio device. Speaker properties, display. Right. The thing is, you won't hear me for a second. I need to change my microphone to a virtual line cable and play the music, and you need to tell me if you hear music.
I type it in the StreamYard chat. You can see it in there. Can't if I can hear it, because you'll be able to see that, won't you? If you're playing it, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear any music if you're playing it.
I was playing music and it wasn't working then. So there's some way I've got to be able to route. So if I select the input as line 1 virtual audio cable, I need to be able to output the audio to but see, I don't really know.
I don't really know.
Right, devices, yeah, speakers, because that's the only output device, surely. Right, properties.
You need to do it in the StreamYard settings, though, don't you?
No, because in StreamYard I've just changed it to line one virtual audio device, right?
As mic.
As microphone, yeah.
So that should work then, shouldn't it?
Yeah, and then I need to output to it. So I've selected line 1 virtual audio cable inside of Windows Media Player. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if it works.
I did, but it didn't work.
Oh, that worked. That's through your speakers, though, isn't it?
No, yeah, that's through my microphone, right? So I don't even know how you heard that because it wasn't picking up anything out yet.
It's loud.
Can you still hear it?
Yeah, like quiet.
Wait, can you still actually hear it?
I hear yeah.
How are you hearing that then? Wait, 2 seconds.
Because your microphone's ridiculous, that's why. Because you got like £1,000 microphone, that's why I can hear it.
No, you couldn't hear it then when I was muted.
No,
I was just checking. See, inside of OBS, which runs the virtual camera. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can work it out. Can you not share the screen of virtual media player? Would that actually play the song though?
Well, possibly not. It'll just show the screen.
Yeah. Oh, would it share the audio from it?
Not unless it goes through your mic settings. This is why you need a stream deck. Not it's worth paying that for you at the moment.
It's a stream deck.
It's one of those things where you have where they have like the sound effects and stuff in it, but you can run like different mics. So you can it separates the PC sound and mic sound, but then puts it all through the stream at the same time.
See, there is a way I can actually do it, right? If I stream direct to YouTube through OBS, then I can do it. The thing is, then I can't have people on a panel on StreamYard. But what I can do is I can open StreamYard and link it to my other YouTube channel and then bring that onto the screen and just be live on this, and still put the link out and it would still work. But it would be annoying to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Can you not run OBS and then run it through StreamYard as well?
Two YouTube channels. Do you know what I mean?
Can you not like run OBS through StreamYard? Like have OBS and then run it into there as like a
if you can, you have to pay money for it for advanced mode or something.
Yeah, maybe. Because obviously, when you see I watch a lot of streamers that do panels like this, like Nerdrotic does panels like this, but it's the same. It's obviously StreamYard, so it looks the same. So it's he does that.
See, it says mystery now. Yeah, let's see this. Oh, that thing there, and this thing, and this thing. That's all a virtual camera. It would be good if I could just run virtual audio as well and run it as virtual mic. You know what I mean? It could just pick up my desktop audio.
It should do.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not working.
Because obviously, like in my list of microphones, let me have a look. Actually, there is other options. I've got my webcam option, communications microphone.
Technology learning.
I'm guessing you couldn't hear me on the communication. I'm guessing you couldn't hear me on the communications microphone. I don't even know what that is.
That's the headset. I don't know. So you got quite a few mics, haven't you?
USB audio cable mic. I don't know. I seem to have loads of options that I don't even know why I've got so many on here.
I'll tell you who else I've been watching. Completely changing the subject. I'll tell you who else I've been watching on YouTube recently, which is a bit old school. I've been watching like some of the Vanos crew videos, like Nogler and Terrorizer.
Right.
And I don't know how they get. I don't know how they get away with it, because what they say in videos is just dodgy. You know what I mean? There's so many like close to slurs and things like that, and they just don't. It's mad.
I'll put a link in the chat of a YouTuber I've been watching. You know that Liam Richards guy I posted last time. It's kind of like that, but it's a new, much smaller channel. I think he explores America, like Utah and the desert, Badlands, and Utah desert and stuff. It's crazy, but he's only got he was only on like 10K I think the other day. Now he's on 13K, so he's growing. I'm gonna post it through StreamYard. There you go. Logan Cundiff.
Well, I can't see it on the studio chat. I can only see the one I put in there.
And his videos are pretty decent lengths as well, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that sort of length.
Yeah,
so I don't know, you might not be into that, but there's a couple of videos that are really interesting. One of them was let me just check which one it was. It might have been the Badlands one. There was like there's some weird. There's a place there's a place. Oh no, there's another explorer I'm thinking of. I've been watching this guy. There's another one as well. Who's the other one? Yeah. He goes to a place in Turkey. Maybe it is this guy. And there's these like weird sort of like caves, like a cave city. Like not far from. Is it a place called Kerenduyu or something? I can't remember. Derinkuyu or something. Or it's like an underground cave city.
Oh yeah.
It's not far from there. It's like the biggest cave city, one of the biggest ones found. And do you know where one of those cave cities also exists? In Nottingham.
Yes, it does.
And it's like pretty much identical because like even in Nottingham, I remember going there as a kid and going into them and seeing them and being like, "Yo, this is amazing! Like, how is this not like how do they not know more about it?" Like they were just like, "Oh, these were reused. They don't know when they were made or how old they are. They're super ancient. Like Nottingham's a cave city. You know what I mean? It's amazing."
Yeah, no, I didn't go to that when I got to Nottingham. We were only there for like a couple of days. But we walked around the town a little bit, but we mainly went to like Warhammer World and stuff like that.
I'm gonna have to check my history to see if I can find that video I'm talking about with these caves, like this mad these mad weird looking rocks. Yeah, they all kind of look like weird cliffs. That's how to describe it.
Yeah.
But inside there's like carved caves, like one was I'm gonna have to. Sorry, I'm just diving through my history now.
I'm gonna send you something. When I went to that show the other day, well, a couple of months ago. The hobby show. I got some painting tuition from this dude, the guy I just sent you the link of. I met him and I was chatting to him for about an hour and a half.
All right.
Yeah, you can see the link. You can see the dude. He was the one that judged the competition I entered.
So you got some what? Sorry.
I got some painting tuition from him.
All right. He taught you a few tricks.
Well, yeah, he used to be one of the head painters at Games Workshop. So all the ones on the boxes and stuff, he used to paint the models that you used to see. But yeah, he does his own shit now. He has his own like paint company and YouTube channel and stuff. How many subscribers has he got? He's got almost 400k.
Fair play. Yeah.
But yeah, I was chatting to him for about an hour and a half, melting his ear off. He's giving me some good tips.
Well, I can't find the channel I was talking about. It might be that guy I already did post, but saying that I've watched so much crap and I was watching a lot of stuff on what's going on with the world situation, you know.
Wow.
There was one guy I watched actually, and he was exposing why so you know, in Iran and what's going on over there at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, obviously the Iron Dome system and everything like
that's Israel, the Iron Dome.
Yeah, well, the people in Israel before were getting warnings, and a lot of the Iron Dome system is built up of places around Iran, not just Israel. And this guy, I was watching this YouTuber, it's a really good video, and he basically shows before and afterwards clips, and there was only showing what the news are reporting and how they're not showing you all the information, proper, informative. I'll try and find that one if you want.
Iron Dome is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
Well, people were getting warnings before, like 10-minute warning, 15, 20-minute warning, whatever it was. I don't know, a decent amount of warning to get into a shelter. Then all of a sudden, they've been told, oh, you might not get a warning, or if you do, it might only be a 2-minute warning.
Yeah, they've been running out of missiles.
They've not been telling them why it suddenly changed. It's because a lot of, Iran were firing missiles back out everywhere. It's a lot worse than people actually think. Iran hit so many American bases. It's probably the worst loss of American military.
Lost about 160 lives, I reckon.
They've lost like so many like radar places because they've got like bases in like they had one in like Qatar, one in like one or two or three in UAE. You know what I mean? All these places that are like surrounding Iran, and loads of them got hit and like hit badly, Rob, and destroyed. Yeah, like.
To be fair though, the amount of assets that America got there though, like in realisticness.
No, this is like they're trying to basically blind America. Like, do you know what I mean?
They won't though. Not with the battle group there and stuff. What we know America has, they got like 30.
Got the upper hand, right? And Iran are kind of fucked because they're.
They got no chance.
Because put it this way, the United UAE and fucking other countries around have basically said back to. I don't know. I was born in Nottingham, Matt, but
I literally just read that. I was going to say, oh yeah, you're born in Nottingham. He's,
But yeah,
he's
no, I actually grew up in the Midlands, just under Birmingham, so I've got a cross accent between random places. I lived down south as well for like half my life,
you lived
so
down here
my
for
accent switches and it's all a bit messed up.
you lived down here for like 15 years, didn't you? Or 20 years. Like, you were a long time. When did you
Yeah,
start? When did you
at
start where we
least
used to work
14 years
together?
at least.
Was it like 2006 we started working together, or earlier than that?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah,
I've known you for a long time. I've known Clayton since he was 17, and he's 30 now.
yeah,
It's
Rob.
mad,
I'm gonna try and find you that guy's video. God, I'm terrible at searching through my history because there's so much crap there. Like earlier, I was playing music, yeah, for my daughter. So there's like fucking 20 music videos I've got to scroll past. I was watching live streams, clicking on random stuff. You know what I mean? Then there's videos I watched yesterday. So oh god, where the hell is it?
Have you heard Oliver Tree?
Oliver Tree.
Yeah, he started off as he's a YouTube musician, but he became like famous. He's been around
Right.
for a long time.
Oh right, songs. Sorry, music.
Yeah.
Possibly. The name sort of rings a bell in a weird way. I don't know why.
He's good. I'm gonna send you his channel. He's got some good songs. Let's place that there. His songs are very varied as well. His biggest song's got 443 million views. So that's how big he got. You know what I mean? That's a lot.
I can't find that video I watched. You know, it's like I reckon it's like they've taken him out, taken him down.
Well, like Ali Law.
Yeah, you can't expose all this truth.
Yeah, there's things
Because
that
if you're like showing satellite images of like all the bases that have been hit and showing all the media and what they're showing, and there was only one media. It was in the Telegraph, I think, that was saying like, due to Iran hitting certain bases, there might be limitations on the speed of notifications getting through.
Yeah, it's only gonna be a matter of time before Iran runs out of missiles though, because they've blown up all their drone factories. They've blown up. They've just got some in like sheds and stuff, places that are launching at people, which obviously you're not going to find very easily. It's only a matter of time before they run out of those.
I mean, I haven't looked into that too much. I mean, I heard they were producing up to 400 a day, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, but all the factories have been blown up.
Have they? Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
And
I watched a video about it the other day. It was fascinating.
I found the other channel that and the weird place in Turkey that I was talking about. I just found that video. The other one that I was on about.
I watched talking about the similar sort of thing. I watched an interesting video the other day, which I won't be able to find. You might have watched it as well, because I think Asmongold watched it on his channel, where he was saying about how America and Israel did this first strike to kill the dictator there, and how clever it was. How the Americans went in with their plane with cruise missiles and just blew up all the air defense, and the Israelis flew all the way from Israel and just launched like 80 bunker busters and just absolutely annihilated his facility.
Right.
So they took out the entire leadership of Iran in like 3 minutes.
Mr. Mountain Beast. This is the other guy. He's only got 21k. Look, it's another small one. Like, so I've posted Logan Cundiff. He's just like the American deserts. This guy's come out to this is Grand Canyon. There you go. Look, but again, like he explores mountains and some crazy places and finds all this ancient stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, mate. This is just one of like hundreds around this area, and it's not that well known about. But again, there's carvings that are insane. Right, and it's incredible, man. So yeah, go and check it out. 2 channels there that I'd highly recommend.
some things that look like they can't be made by nature are made by nature, though. So that's the mad thing about nature, you know what I mean? But obviously, some things are not as easy to explain.
The strikes were coordinated and designed by AI, but the ones that hit Iran or the ones that came out of Iran?
The ones that hit Iran when they first did the strike on him. I'm trying to see if I think Asman watched it. You might have watched it.
Matt Walker, thank you very much for joining and watching. Much appreciated.
Yeah, nice. Have a good rest of your evening.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Sound. I try and go live every Wednesday if you're about.
Yeah, I was completely forgot this week. I was like, oh yeah, Ian's live. Oh, come on. I'll be a bit more prepared next week. I'll think of some topics of discussion. Let me have a look.
You know,
I'm
it's
sure.
good. It's good. Like you don't have to join straight away either. Like you can always come on later. Because I try and start off the live with something to show or something to talk about. Try and hold it for a bit. Or I've already invited somebody before, to come on.
Yeah,
I've had that woman Natty join a couple of times, but I said to her earlier, like, don't just come in and join my panel randomly. Like, she doesn't talk in the chat. She's just looking for attention, And she was on another live the other day and getting a lot of flack for it. So I sort of confronted her a bit. And I just said, come back later when the panel's open. So yeah, I'm not being harsh, but like that's the way it is. So I start my live off, I'm talking for a bit. I'll perhaps show something, and then I might invite someone specific in the chat on if they want to come on, or I might post a link there and somebody can come and ask me questions if they want, and I'll chat to them for a bit.
watch that video later. It's really interesting.
We put it in the private chat.
I'll put it in the private chat. Yeah.
What's that about?
That's about how the strike, how they worked out where he was, how they did the strike, and how they took him out.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
It's really, really interesting.
Oh wow! It somehow opened up like inside. What's it doing? Like StreamYard's trying to be too clever. It's opened up a view.
Well, that's it anyway.
Literally, I don't know if anyone's seen this. Oh, it's not doing it now. What?
Have you seen? You can probably show videos of Iron Dome because we were talking about that a second ago. Let's see if I can find any video on Iron Dome working because it's so incredible. Iron Dome in action, because you can probably share this video. There we go. That's quite a good one. 2 years ago. As long as we talk over this, we'll be all right. You know what I mean?
Oh, don't worry about it now.
There you go.
Let's not watch it now.
I'll send you a link anyway. It's interesting. It's how the missiles change direction in the air. So
yeah, it's coming up to the ending time of the stream anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. But that it's so interesting how that works. It's so clever. But apparently now, talking about military stuff, they've got on our on our naval ships now. We got anti-missile and anti-drone lasers.
Yeah.
So you got these big laser things that are built onto the ships, and the Americans have got them too. And instead of like having to like use those like minigun things they got on there, which I can't remember the name of off the top of my head for some reason at the moment, to shoot down the missiles. You see them in movies and stuff, all those little miniguns with the radar dome on top where they shoot down the missiles coming into the ships. They've now got laser systems to do that.
Yeah. I've seen pictures of the lasers like taking out drones.
They're so quick.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be, isn't it? Because if they've got swarms of like fucking 100 drones, I don't know, 1,000 drones.
You take down like 100 missiles in like 30 seconds or something like that. It's madness. Well, another thing they've got.
I can't believe that AI just spat this hot and cold out earlier. That's hilarious. Like it spat this whole thing out. To be fair, with my help, obviously.
Yeah, well, I was looking at that. What you've done there, Ian, is
it's created a bias predictor.
You made a prediction engine for something that's completely unpredictable. There's more. The likelihood of that being right is completely as random as the likelihood of you getting a certain number on it because there's no.
I know.
It's hilarious.
I said it's a pointless task.
It is literally the most pointless software.
but you type it in right, and so many people try and make something stupid like this. And I thought, you know what, for a laugh, I'm going to make something, and it's going to be biased, right? It's going to be biased.
It can't possibly. The only it'll only ever be right due to luck, not anything else.
No. It's biased because look, if you want it to be bet the opposite, you just change your setting.
No, but what I'm saying is.
So what it is you look at the table, right? When you're gambling, right, you don't know if what it's going to be because it could be anything, and
it could be 1 of 36.
This is why it's stupid.
The chances of it
on this app, there should just be a disclaimer that says this will never work because you're dumb. Right? Right.
You have the same chance of getting the same number over and over again as you do have a different number each time.
But listen, right? What it should also say is it's biased, right? Because you look at the you always look at the history when you're playing roulette, and your brain tries to calculate
Yeah,
the
he tries to.
process
It's
and
complete.
work out, what the next color or number is going to be, or what zone it's going to be in, or what third, or what, what row it's going to be in, what have you, or when zero is going to land.
Yeah, but statistically, it's the same every time.
So what this app does for you, yeah, is it
Gives you
let
confidence.
it's rather than your brain going, yeah, I want to calculate, look at all this string, and I want to set this, but this calculates that for you, right, and allows your brain to go, well,
Yeah,
I'm trusting the process of this biased app.
but what I'm saying is, you've got as much chance of getting it right as closing your eyes and throwing a dart at the board. You know, what I mean? It's just that
No,
program.
it depends. As I was saying earlier, that there are, and that, like Matt was saying, there's specific strategies in roulette that you can win with.
Yeah, well, if you do black and
But
white, black and red, you can win because you win.
yeah. So for
There's still
instance,
chance though.
so for instance, this streak win thing here could win, like, and it could win you big money. Do you know what I mean? It could, like, if
Yeah,
and
or you
using
could
the
lose it
zones
all.
as well,
It's
using the
got,
zone predictor could win you big
yeah,
money.
but you're just
But
as likely to lose it all.
you could lose money as well. Yeah.
Just as
But the
likely.
thing is,
There's no
the way,
difference.
the way the streak works, though, Rob, is pretty much, it is like almost like it can never be one color forever and ever.
Yeah, but it can be. That's the thing.
No. Listen, it can't be, like, not forever.
It doesn't. It
You know
doesn't
what I
seem
mean?
like it can be.
You will never go onto a roulette table ever and just see one color ever, right? And
You
if you did, and if you
not
did,
realistically.
Rob,
No.
all you do is bet that color, right? And you just keep doubling your money
The
and
thing is
doubling your
though,
money and doubling your money.
that is something that could happen though.
No,
Because
statistically, yeah, that's never
statistically, it's
happened.
difficult.
I think it's built into the systems for that to somehow not happen. Like, I might be wrong, yeah, but there are certain algorithms.
I remember when we went to the casino once, we had like red 6 times in a row or something mad like that.
Mate, listen, yeah, there are certain algorithms to make people bet on what they think's going to win. Yeah. So, but it's probably the opposite. This is why this is such a stupid app, but it's going to be biased so one way, but you can flip it the opposite way. So, like, if your brain's not thinking right and you're just losing money, you can just bias this app, you know what I mean, from the history, and then flip it and just give it a go, and it might be completely wrong, and it probably will be. But if you had a strategy, it might help you because it does the thinking for
Well,
you.
it probably won't, but you know what I mean. It's because the strategy means nothing. It's like having a strategy when playing the lottery. You know what I mean? It's only there to appease your brain. You know what I mean?
I need a wee anyway, so back in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to grab my last drink, and then we'll keep the stream going for a little longer, maybe 20 minutes at most.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll have one more smoke, and it'll be time for bed.
Aye, what time is it anyway? Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, fair.
Whoa. Yeah, back in a minute.
Yeah, so chat, what I was saying is, even though it seems like they can have a pattern to roulette, there isn't really a pattern to roulette because you have the same chance every time you roll, but everyone knows it anyway, don't you? So if you have the same chance again, this is the same every time. So you'll have like a 1 in 37 chance of any of the numbers coming up, but then it's like a roughly 50-50 chance that it'll be red and black. But obviously you got green there as well, but it's green is like 1 in 37 chance. But either way, you can't really make a model to predict it because it's completely unpredictable. So it's because even though it seems unlikely statistically, you could have the same color coming up every time or the same number coming up every time, but it just doesn't happen because there's that many variables that it just generally won't happen. But roulette is one of those games that you just literally, if you're making a model or something to try and game the system, you're just doing that to make yourself feel better rather than actually doing anything. Whereas other games, I bet in games like, which I'll say this to Ian when he gets back, which he'll probably be back in a sec. Right, here he is. You can hear him clampering through the door. There he is. Well, I was going to say that your model, you could make a predictive model for something like blackjack, because there's only a certain number of cards there. So once a card's been drawn, you obviously won't get that again. So statistically, can work out the statistical chances of getting
But
certain
the
cards.
trouble with that is, like, you get banned from the casino. For
Oh yeah, it's
cheating.
counting cards, mate. Because
Yeah. I mean, I'm
but-
sure even if you were to win on roulette too much, they'll probably go, "You're winning too much, mate. You're banned." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you
it
can-
doesn't matter what you're playing or winning on.
they
No.
see-
As I say, I'm making this for fun because, like, you know,
it's funny.
I could be there actually gambling. You know what I mean, losing money,
Oh, yeah,
but I'm
definitely.
not. Instead, I'm making a random number predictor. In fact, do you know what this? It's called RNP for random number predictor. That's what it was going to be. Some random thing I was making. Then I had an idea. Roulette's random. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, completely. Yeah, the most random of all randoms. I was just saying to the chat that roulette is one of those games that if you make a system in your head or a pattern, all it's doing is just making yourself feel better. It doesn't actually have any effect on what actually happens.
No,
Because
apparently, yeah, there's people that have trained AI on roulette outcomes, yeah, and they've trained it on, like, hundreds of histories or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, but it's
listen. Let me
it's still
explain.
just
Like,
going to be chance though, surely.
trained AI models on, like, statistical, like, patterns or things that look unusual to the randomness, if you like, of roulette. And anyway,
The only time that would work is if there's certain issues with the wheel. So if the wheel has like a dent or something, so it's more likely to bias in certain ways, then you could probably pack a bit. But if it was like clinically perfect and the ball's released from the same place at the same time, same velocity every time, then you would be 100% completely random. You know what I mean? But if obviously there's variables which can, like, so for example, if there's
mate, my bias predictor predicted correctly earlier.
oh yeah, but that was complete luck. You know what I mean? That was
I know,
just
yeah, it was. But
that was just
I'm,
like,
taking,
that wasn't.
mate, I'm fucking taking that shit.
Yeah,
I
that was
made this
just that
happen
was,
in like 2 days with AI. No, but do you know what? I was thinking, Rob, what I could add is another prediction box. Yeah, and it says AI prediction, and either if there's a free service that I can link it through an API, or if the user could input their own API key or something into it, then it could link to an AI, and it would send the history to the AI, and every time the history updates, you could press a button and generate a new prompt to the AI to give it an AI prediction.
yeah,
You could train an AI to do that as well.
yeah, so the only way it'd work is on a like a real roulette table, or like the internet ones. It might work on an internet one because obviously they do have an algorithm which might have a pattern text. But like if it was like a perfect roulette wheel.
Funny enough, Harry,
It
I
would make
saw one online where somebody had made one where and I was like, oh my god, that's next level craziness. Like, they're trying to sell it like it's a cheat or a hack or something, like, and it's probably just some Trojan malware or something. But the way they were selling it was like, say you've got a camera of a live roulette table from an angle, even where you can't see all the numbers properly, you only get a section where you can see, but you can see where the ball is shot out. So the camera can detect roughly what area or what numbers are where the ball was released.
Yeah,
tries to determine like the speed and everything, and determine where it's going to land.
That's possibly a bit more predictable because it can work out velocity and things like that. But you need a nice data set to be able to do that, though. I mean, you need like 100 spins for it to work out to even get anywhere close. You know what I mean? But obviously, it's possible. You can just collect data for 100 spins and then use that amount. Because I reckon it'll only work on certain things. If it's true random, though, like a real roulette table would be, if it was like perfect condition and it was released from the same place and everything, then you couldn't predict it. Not really.
See, a lot of people say, and I wouldn't be surprised because I have seen suspicious behaviour on live roulette tables before.
Well, they're probably.
They say that that there's algorithms built in to work out what the minimum payout is from the bets on the table, or
definitely on the internet gambling. So I don't understand. When you get like these online scratch cards and things like that, and online slot machines and stuff, like they're always going to be fixed, aren't they? Because
rigs, like
because it's not a mechanical system. It's done by code, and you can easily code it so it'll make you think you're going to get something.
Somebody like Clayton goes on there and wins.
Oh, have you seen? Was he doing that? Have you seen him?
No, but he's told me briefly about it. But not
God.
only that, like I used to see Clayton gambling, obviously, and I've seen people
like
doing
a
it online as
zombie,
well. And I've
mate.
seen them playing slots yet, and I'm like, yo, that's like, are you mad?
Yeah. He said, "Oh no, I won like 600 quid the other day," and I said, "Yeah, but how much did you put in it?" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I've been there before, and him and his missus have just been sat there on their phones, just spin, spin, spin. Oh, I'm in. Oh, bastard! You know what I mean? Like I was like, hey, Clayton, how much? Like this is every time he's clicked that button, that's 10p. I know that's not a lot, but 10 of those is a quid. It doesn't take long for 100. That's a tenner gone. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
And you might win like a quid back.
This is called the biased roulette or random number predicted. That's what it should be called, the biased number. So basically, you are biased when you pick what you're going to bet on. So this can help you pick a better biased decision.
Well, yeah, but it's not really bad though, is it?
No, listen, you can adjust the settings based on what the history comes in. So if you were gambling, right, you'd keep on whacking in. You just, say 17 lands, you're like, bang, you press 17. And then you're back to your table, placing your bet. Boom, you come back. You've got this on one screen, you got roulette on the other. Boom, you
have a slightly better chance, but only slightly.
Not really. You don't have any better chance. It's just thinking for you. It's just you don't have to start looking at all the. To make some statistical.
Yeah, but that's the fun of roulette, though, isn't it? Making the decisions, having a little game in your head, trying to work it out. Because if you're trying to play roulette to make money, you're in problems. Then you know what I mean. You know what I mean, if you try gambling just as a sole way to earn money, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not unless you know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean, like insider
trading.
trading.
On that note, anyone watching, if you have problems with the gambling addiction, there are helplines out there.
There are. Just don't. Even though you think you might win that money, you won't. You're much better getting the money you would have paid to do that, buying like some cheap shit on Alibaba or whatever it's called, or Temu, and then flogging it on eBay and making a profit on it. You know what I mean? You're better off doing that, because that's a much better use of your money than gambling.
Well, that's a bit time consuming. Like you're better off.
But you're
going down the local pound store, right? Like, in fact, I can't remember which store it was. It was like On Buy or One Buy or something. It was a store near me, and it was selling this like man's like aftershave, Rob, in a gold packaging, like nice bottle and everything. And it was on like clearance sale, like £1 a bottle or something.
Yeah, and then
sell it for £5. You could just buy that and just whack them online for like £10 each. You know what I mean? Boom, massive. I thought about doing it, and I was just like, do you know what? On that day, I was like shopping, been everywhere, had my family with me and everything. I was just like, as if I'm going to come back and go and clean them out of this and actually try and sell them all online.
Yeah,
package them up and send them away.
You're in a position where you don't really need to do that, though. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you're better off doing something like that than you are gambling.
Well, mate, the opportunities are out there. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if I didn't have a job yet, then I probably would have been like, do you know what? I'm going to fucking risk this. 100 quid. Like, buy 100 of them. Boom.
We'll just go down car boot. It's $5 to get in and probably clear.
Especially over like Christmas or something. You know what I mean? Make loads of money.
Or get some Pokemon cards online. Just get packs of those, wait a week, and sell them for like 4 times the amount you bought it for.
Well, yeah, Rob, the strategy is you're watching a table for ages, because a lot of the time they'll be alternating like this, and you might get a red number and then a black number.
Yeah.
You might get a red number and then 2 black numbers, and then
you're more likely to win if you bet red and black. Definitely.
Right. So, and then eventually, or at some point on the table, and it's rare to see it, but if you're watching a table for an hour or something, eventually you'll just see like something like this. You know what I mean? Where you get a big streak, right? And then all of a sudden, this is when you want to start betting red, because it's just rare on a roulette table in any history. Keep on one color for ages. You might get 12, but the way to do it is to have enough money to begin with. So the strategy is, this is what Matt Walker was trying to say earlier. The strategy is, as long as you have enough money to back and double and cover if you lose the initial loss. So like now, if you didn't have much money, you'd want to bet 50p, right? That it's going to be red. And that sounds silly, but you've waited all this time to just win 50p. Do you know what I mean?
Win a quid back.
But let's say if you had like I don't know, £30,000, you'd be like, right, okay, I can whack 50 quid on. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
And
still
then,
might lose it though. That's the thing.
like, yeah, you still might lose the 50 quid, but then, like, obviously you start doubling up and doubling up,
Yeah,
and,
but then you might
that's what
lose
people
that.
do there, Rob. That's what like professional gamblers do. They do
Professional
like,
gamblers are crazy people.
they'll do a strat like that, yeah, and then they'll just like drop that strat, and they'll go, right, okay, now I'm gonna run some. There's like proper actual strats with names, you know what I mean? They've got like
Yeah.
official names, and they'll be like, right, I'm running this strat. I'm gonna put, you know, splits across all the numbers, like, you know, like between all these four
Splits
numbers
make more
here.
sense because it's just it's all about playing statistics, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You're reducing your chance, but then you're still going to lose.
You know what I should do, Rob? I should say to Claude or something, like throw this app into Claude rather than in Quen, because I've just been doing this in Quen for a laugh. But I should throw it into Claude and say, right, in the other future feature box, create a strategy, blah, blah. Create a button somewhere on it, like maybe at the top. Make it open a new window that shows a roulette table and strategies and example. I don't know, some way of like strategizing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, though, you can't really make a strategy for pure chance, but you can. It makes you feel better, though.
You know, there are people that have made strategies and like they're well known and they're out there. It's just that, like, do you have enough money to cover it and try it? And the casinos know about these strategies. So this is what I mean about the algorithms.
They'll kick
Like,
you out just before
you
you're
think
about
it's
to
you think it's completely random. Well, if it is, if say 7 numbers randomly show up the same color in a row, you're going to start betting the opposite. And within the next 5 numbers at least, there's a high chance that the opposite number will show. And within that time frame, you might have lost some money on the way, but eventually you'll hit your win. And it's about hitting that big, you know what I mean?
It's hitting the win and having the right amount of money to cover what you already lost.
To cover it. And then when you hit your win, it's about just walking away and going, I've won today. You know what I mean? But you have to, I guess there's what's called a stop loss. People that gamble, they have to have stop losses. So they have to know when to stop and go, do you know what? Fuck me, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, but they don't.
And then the next number lands on the colour they want, and they're like, fuck, should have kept going.
Then they pull out their revolver, you know what I mean?
And then that's when they're struggling and they're in mental problems. So, yeah.
It was a long time. Do you remember we went to the casino years and years and years ago, or the one in Bournemouth? Do you remember that?
Yeah. I used to take you down there, probably.
Yeah, I went down with you, definitely. And we went down with Cameron as well.
Yeah.
And Cameron won like 200 quid or something stupid.
Yeah, there you go. I used to win 200 quid down there all the time. It was probably Cameron, the lucky bastard, on that day that you came down with us.
Yeah, we broke even though, because you remember I was playing the roulette and I was just losing money, and then I went on the quiz machine. Do you remember? On the quiz machine and won like
all
my money back instantly. Like
you were like, who wants to be a millionaire? Quiz machine.
Yeah, just banged it out like
you
straight
knew
away.
like every fucking answer to everything. Like before, like Google, like, I don't know, on your phone or something. Like
I just knew. The funny one was when I was at uni, like back in the day, which is a long time ago now. There used to be a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire quiz machine in the student union there, and you could win like the jackpot was like 20 quid. And so you put like 50p in, and the most you could win was 20 quid. But because it didn't have like internet updates or anything like that, because we played it so much, we just knew all the answers. So we'd go in there, we'd be like drinking, and we'd like, oh, we need some more beer money. Put 50p in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire machine, get 20 quid out of it every time.
Mate,
every time.
I used to get, when I first started going to the casino, it was like Kyle and Joe that took me there. And they went in, they were winning money, and I didn't have a lot of money to gamble, and I just lost, and I was like, oh, that's shit, you know, but fair enough. And then one day I was watching like Joe, I was like, what's your technique, man? And he was like trying one thing, I was like, Kyle, what's your technique, man? And I was asking everyone what their techniques were, trying to learn all these like techniques. And then I must have gone in there with 30 quid, Rob, and I got to like 360.
Yeah, then he cashed out.
I was winning and winning. I was like, yo, I'm smashing. Everyone was like, what the fuck? And but I ended up going back down. I cashed out at like 240 or something,
still up there,
or something like that. And I remember going home with a big smile on my face. I was like, yo, this is sick.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can have good and bad times, because like
the way I used to think about the casino and we used to go there is this is the way I used to sort of put it in my head. So if we were going out on a night out drinking, for example, you'd spend like 40-50 quid on alcohol, wouldn't you? Something like that. If on a night out.
what I used to do, I used to go down there. I used to buy a pint, and some chips, and then like I'd just gamble with my pint. Maybe buy a second pint.
Yeah,
Depending
but what
on
I'm
how
saying
you
is I wouldn't
driving.
spend any more than I'd spend if I was going on a night out, and that night out would just be wasted on alcohol. You know what I mean? Whereas this you might have a chance of getting some of it back. You know what I mean? So
Oh
that's the way.
yeah, 100%.
That's the
what
way
I
I
used.
used to that's the way I used to justify it in my brain. Well, that's
Like,
the way.
I used to go in, Rob, with literally sometimes only 30 quid. I'd buy a pint and some chips, and that would be like literally nearly a tenner down, maybe 8 quid, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then you'd buy, you'd go and put 20 quid on the roulette and hope for the best, and get up to maybe 30 quid and be like, yes, cash out, and then go and buy another pint. You know what I mean? Put a five in your pocket, put £20 back in the machine, and you just carry on. You know what
Just
I mean?
keep taking it off the top, and hopefully you
Yeah.
break
And
even.
I used to do
But
that
if
a
you
lot.
don't break even, you still had a few pints and you had a fun night out, so it doesn't matter, you know.
As soon as I was up like a 5 or a 10, I'd be like, yes, I'm up, right, quickly go and cash out now, and then like cash your ticket out.
Here's a vivid memory from that time. Like when coming back from, we'd been at the casino, going back to yours, sitting in, what was the car? It might have been your 323 or something, but with the sub in it, with Foreign Beggars Contact.
Oh yeah.
A sub. I just remember that. Like,
Hold on.
No, Contact. No, the Foreign Beggars. With
Fair
the
enough.
bass.
Yeah.
You know the song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the mean drums.
The one of the noisier one.
Yeah. That's why it's got the mean drums, because noises on
it. Yeah. That's so old now, man. I showed Mel that on YouTube the other day because I was like, this is a song from my past that I remember.
Yeah.
And it was so. How old is it now? It's like, let's have a look. This will make you feel old.
Rob, I was going to say that time when I was up to like 360, that day I went in with like maybe Carl Joe, might have even taken Cameron down. I can't remember. It was like time when I was probably
I went
crossing
there
over.
3 or 4 times with you.
I remember going in and everyone was like, I'm going to go and get a pint. I was like, yeah, sweet. I went straight to the tables, went and sat down, put some money on straight away, just put a bet on, and I like doubled my money like instantly. And I was like, oh, let's put another one on, double my money, doubled that, and then just put a mad insane bet on and just won and like tripled like that or something. I was up straight away to like 80, 90 quid within like a few bets, and I was just like, sweet. And then I cashed out to go and buy my pint, and then I carried on. I had a good night that night.
That was that song's 16 years old, Ian. Don't you feel old?
16
years old. What's also mad is me and Mel were watching a video the other day. It was like songs that are 30 years old this year. Yeah, it's so depressing. It's like things like let's have a look. It's like
there's a guy on YouTube. I know that you'll have seen him before, or you probably watch him. I don't watch him very often, but occasionally, once in a while, it's called Moon. You know Moon.
Oh yeah. Not Mr. Moon.
I'm sure you would have seen him. He's always like telling you about the state of things. We're going like it's like a documentary in a way. Like he's always very opinionated.
So like Don't Look Back in Anger is 30 years old this year.
Yeah.
Do you remember Spaceman? I always wanted you to go. That's 30 years old.
I thought that'd be older. To be fair.
Well, that's 90s, isn't it?
Yeah,
Coolio.
Yeah. That's what I mean. We're like 2026 now, Rob.
I know, it's mad.
90s.
It makes you feel old though. Like 3 lines on a shirt. That's 30 years old now. All the Ocean Colour Scene songs are 30 years old.
Was that 96 then, was it?
Yeah, 96. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we grew up with. Jamiroquai, Virtual Insanity. That's 30 years old. Oh, it makes you feel old, man. These songs I grew up with. Although to be fair, I am older than you, so you probably would have had different songs. I Believe I Can Fly. That's 30 years old, which is twice as old as the people he likes. You know what I mean? It's amazing how many of these people are in prison now. You know what I mean?
How many what people?
These musicians are in prison now. DJ Quicksilver, remember all that stuff. The Lightning Family. You used to like Lighthouse Family. Lifted. That's 30 years old now. gonna be lifted. I don't know.
No, it wasn't that song. There was a song. Was it like Freedom?
Ocean Drive.
No, they had another song like High or something. High. Or something like that. High.
They had quite a
I
few.
can't
To be
remember
fair. Well, I'm looking now. I'm going to see what the Lighthouse Family songs were. This is for people. Some people in the chat might not remember these random '90s bands. And if you're not in England, then you definitely won't. They had, oh, Hi. Yeah, you're right. Hi.
I'm actually right. I can't remember.
Yeah, they've got a song called I Need to Listen to. I need to see what the songs.
Yeah. There was definitely other songs that I really liked. Can't remember, but I did.
That was-
You know, when I was a kid, I liked them before I was into other music. I think.
Or M People.
Because I got a pair of headphones quite early as a kid. It was like one of the early presents that I had, and we had limited music at home, but we had a CD player and a bunch of CDs. And I was like, "What have you got, Mum and Dad? Give me your CDs."
The Lighthouse
They
Family.
didn't have a lot that was good that I liked, but they had Lighthouse Family. They had. I think my mum she liked Queen, so you know, like obviously I always grew up with Queen. Could never get away from it.
Yeah, I know this song now. Yeah. The sun's gonna shine on everybody. That song.
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to sing it now, but you know this song. that's the song you're talking about.
Yeah.
So high.
Yeah, that's it.
Sun's
Yeah,
gonna shine on everybody. Anyway, just embarrassed myself on stream there. But yeah, it's a classic.
I'm supposed to still got 5 watches. It's real late, and I'm gonna end the stream very soon. I can hear my missus sort of out of the room. She's probably thinking, "Why are you still talking loud? It's late." And
well, Mel's next to me, and she is absolutely sparky, absolutely gone.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm sat on my computer, but she's in the bed, obviously. But she won't wake up. I could literally set off an atomic bomb, and she won't go. She won't wake up.
Well, to be fair, I've had a couple of little drinks tonight, but nothing major. Like last week, I had 3 beers, and they knocked me for 6. Man, at the end of the stream, I was like, "I'm just struggling to talk, mate."
I haven't drunk any alcohol in such a long time. I think the last.
Me and Maria, we're very on and off. Like I just won't drink. Like I literally haven't drank since last Wednesday.
But, I haven't drunk in about 4 years, mate. I just don't drink. I don't drink at all.
And like the previous live stream, I don't think I drank at all, and before that one anyway, and the one before, I think I did a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 drinks, and then I ran out because we didn't have much.
Yeah, fair. You got some good offers in. What? You got any one stops near you? You got some good offers and ciders in there because Mel got it's like a 10-pack of Copperberg for like 11 quid. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a one stop just down the road from me, but I don't go to it much. And,
they're run by Tesco.
Are they?
Yeah, so you get all the Tesco stuff in there.
I'll have to see if it's changed. And it depends. There's 2 shops. Can't remember which one's one stop, but I know one of them is. And
not bad.
One of them, the prices were not very good.
Well, it depends on what you're getting.
But I think the other one has got the Tesco stuff. Yeah, it has, because it had Tesco meal deals.
Yeah.
I was like, no way.
Yeah, Tesco's owns one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's
in the one stop. Yeah. In fact,
well, do you remember all the McCalls we used to have down here?
Funny enough, Rob, the store that's a one stop that's got the Tesco meal deals. In fact, it used to be the shop that I worked in as a kid, and it used to be called Spar.
Oh yeah, Spar.
So as a kid, I was like 15, 16 years old, and I had
Whether you're near or far, that's their advert. It used to be. My nan used to work in a Spar back in the day. Oh no, she went to Londis. Do you remember Londis's?
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, I grew up with a Londis in my local area, sort of just around the corner from me.
So that was in.
Still there to this day.
That was in Dudley. That was, so that ain't too far away from you. There used to be one in Southampton, but it's not there anymore. It's something else now. They've still got Spars every now and again, though. But most of them are Morrison's Dailies now. Have you noticed? They certainly are down here.
Well, they put
Express and Morrison's Dailies.
They put a Morrison's Daily in our town centre.
Yeah. And
the supplies were terrible. They had like one self-serve machine, and the flow of the shop was just badly made. I don't know. I was just like, and the meal deals suck, and they don't always have like the meal deals properly built into the machines. Like they don't always like So you have to like go and get a member of staff, and they're like, "Oh, sorry," and then they have to
Well,
like
Morrison's aren't as good as Tesco.
scan
That's
some
for
other
sure.
item or something. Like Morrison's are such a pain in the ass for that.
They don't have self-scan either. They don't have scanners. Like every shop's got scanners now, because I love using scanners in shops. It just saves, you just know where you are. You know what I mean? Plus, you can get all the offers and stuff, and they say how much money you're spending.
I mean, I don't know if you know, but a while ago I heard that Asda is literally was going to collapse, or might be
They're
being
owned by
bought
Walmart,
out by
though, aren't they?
Walmart or something, because they collapsed and had to be bought out by Walmart. And
Yeah, that was years ago.
Yeah, and I think they probably still are struggling. And not only that, Morrison's just seems to have fallen off massively. Like they're terrible.
The one in Verwood's all right, although I don't go there very often. I go there if I want something different, but because of where I am, you know the location here. I've got there's not much choice. Like there's not a nice Tesco anywhere near me. Is that the only one really is in Ferndown, but it's not that good. You know what I mean? The Tesco in Ferndown's a bit shit. But it's either that or Sainsbury's or Waitrose or Lidl's.
To be fair though, when I was down south, it was kind of like that. Where when I was living in Ringwood.
Yeah, because they had Lidl's like right next to you, so you just go there all the time.
Yeah, I mean, well, I did, but to be fair though, I used to go into town, go to Iceland, Waitrose.
Yeah, I go to Iceland quite a bit.
But to be fair though, Tesco was a bit of a nightmare driving all the way to
Ferndown.
I think it was. Yeah.
That's the closest one to it. It's just inconvenient. But where I live in Southampton, where I got my flat there, I got a massive like Tesco's Extra like round the corner from the flat. Literally, it's like 5-minute walk, like a massive one. And then I've got 2 Lidl's within like 2 miles, like one on either side, and an Aldi. There's so much more there.
Yeah,
and a food warehouse as well. Food warehouse, that's the one. If you got a food warehouse anywhere near you want to go there. It's so good, so cheap.
I ate far too many Tesco meal deals, man. Trust.
Yeah, over the years you ate probably 1 million Tesco meal deals. back working at Thingy in Verwood, going to the Tesco Express
pretty
there.
much one every work day of the week, pretty much.
Yeah. What's your go-to sandwich? Oh, here we go. This is a good question.
I switch it up between two different wraps and maybe 2 different sandwiches.
What are they then?
So the wraps are the Southern fried chicken one, chicken and bacon one. Then sandwiches are chicken, bacon, and lettuce, or sometimes the club sandwich, or sometimes I'll even pick something else like the what is it, like barbecue chicken and
They used to do a if you want something different, like when it gets hot in the summer, they do a mozzarella chicken and pesto one. That's really nice. That is, especially if it's like hot weather. A Tesco meal deal one, but what's your snack choice then? This is a good Tesco meal deal question. What's your snack choice?
Always just typically go for crisps.
What crisps?
I change all the time between paprika, what you call it,
Walker's Max. Yeah, I know
that. Salt and vinegar, kettle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Quavers, Skips, and pretty much that's it. Then
not sweet chili sensations.
Occasionally. But
they're good ones.
Buy them at home anyway, so like.
If you have them too much at home, they're good. They're good. They are. And what about drink choice?
Monster.
What flavor? I haven't had that. Is that
Strawberry Dreams?
See, I can't really have that anymore. That's those because there's too much sugar in them. But if they got,
I get the sugar-free one. It's one of the sugar-free ones, but
is it not ridiculously sweet tasting, being strawberry flavour?
See, I really like it. I don't know. I've grown accustomed to the Monsters because they're not like other energy drinks, so they seem to ruin your teeth and they seem to.
That's the sugar-free ones, right? No,
stuff, The Monster sugar-free ones are not so bad. The only thing about them
sugar ones will make you go for a piss. Like you'll be pissing all day if you have a sugar one.
Yeah, the only thing bad about them is apparently they've got quite a bit of I think salt in them to make up for the.
Oh yeah, we need salt to absorb the for hydration. That sounds weird, but if you're really dehydrated and you just drink water, it doesn't hydrate you that well. You need like salt and other things in it to make your body absorb it better. Well, when you look at like Lucozade and stuff, is it like electrolytes basically? Because salt's electrolyte, you need that to be able to absorb it. Interesting random
three
fact there.
flavors of the Monster sugar-free ones that I drink. The only three Monsters that I have. It's the Strawberry Dreams, or the white one, which is the Ultra, which is like tastes like lemonade, and
apparently I looked up the flavor the other day, and it says like grapefruit and something flavor. The white one. I hate grapefruit, so I wouldn't have that.
No, the white one to me tastes like lemonade, like with the Monster specific like energy flavor to it, and then so yeah, there's the white one, and then there's the Fantasy Ruby or something. I think it's like it tastes like orange, effectively.
Oh, right.
Orange
I used to, the best one's Pipeline Punch, but you can't get that sugar free. I don't think.
Yeah, if it's not sugar free, I don't like them because they give me a weird effect. You know, it's like too much for me.
You'll be pissing all day, and you'll just be too. The play has like 6 of those a day. Like joking.
Yeah, mate, I'll drink literally one a day. Normally,
sugar free is fine, mate. Sugar free is fine.
Normally, it's just one per day, but occasionally maximum 2. Like, but rarely.
They got 4 times the amount of sugar than a full fat Coke does. The sugar ones, which is madness, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think I said to you last time we spoke. Actually, they redesigned. There's that guy that redid Coke, didn't he, in the lab on a YouTube video, and he put out the formula out there, and he was saying people were commenting like, you know, this guy's not suicidal.
Yeah, no. Well, Coke's so different here than it is in America. Like if you have like full fat, our full fat Coke is pretty much the same as Mexican Coke, isn't it? Because ours is cane sugar, whereas Americans is like high fructose corn syrup, which is way worse for you than drinking like.
I've seen a few things on social media about American food or drinks.
That's so bad for it, isn't it?
What's contained inside them, and it's funny because you know the Amish over in America.
Yeah,
they won't consume certain foods that are in the store. So what's happening is certain foods, even Coca-Cola, that's produced specifically for the Amish, and it only contains certain
I would have thought they'd have drunk that anyway.
Yeah, and apparently I saw a video the other day of some guy who was like, guys, everyone should buy the Amish Coke. He was like, if you look at the ingredients, it's more like the European Coke. And he was like, it tastes just the same, but it doesn't contain this disgusting, horrible chemical that only the American Coke has.
Yeah, but that's probably high fructose corn syrup. That's probably what that is.
I don't know if it's true, but if it is, it's pretty diabolical, isn't it?
So, American, a lot of American food is illegal to sell in this country.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but then some European food probably doesn't meet the standards as well. I don't know.
Oh no, the American food standards are so low.
Yeah.
Compared to us and their hygiene standards and stuff. That's why they like bleach their chicken and wash their fruit in like vinegar and stuff. You don't have to do that in Europe because it's like you just cook your chicken. You don't have to wash it. You know what I mean? It's crazy if you wash chicken.
Yeah,
that's a good way of getting salmonella all around your kitchen. That is, isn't it? You know what I mean? You just don't have to do that. Because our food hygiene levels I think it's one of the highest in the world.
It's funny because I watched a guy on YouTube actually, and he like as a joke, he goes into a food restaurant or takeaway, and he's like, "Hi, I'm a food inspector. You know, like badge number or whatever. Here's my badge," and like shows some bullshit badge he's made up. He's got like a clipboard. He's doing it for the content, and they're like, "Yeah, come in." They just accept him. You know, he just says like he's an inspector or whatever from the health or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just goes in there, bullshits, and starts looking through their things, and he finds underneath like some of their things in the kitchen meat being stored on the floor in this like.
Oh jeez.
And he starts going mad at them, and they're like, "Oh, like they're like, oh, sorry." They're like, "Oh, we don't normally keep it here. Like, oh, we just put it there." and then on
the bin.
And then he's like, "I need to speak to your boss." Like he handles it like an absolute boss. Like literally.
That's a good way of actually getting restaurants to comply because they probably think they're in real trouble. Because they would be. That's like giving them an extra chance. You know what I mean? Rather than environmental health coming and shutting them down.
He didn't end it very well. Like I think, you know, he just sort of like bullshitted his way out, and you know, told the boss off, and then bullshitted his way out. But like, what he should have done is said, "I'll come back in a week and check that you've made the changes."
And then phone environmental health and get them to go and check it out.
You know? Yeah. Come back, revisit the place, and then check it again just to see like if they've made the changes. Because like,
That's what they do,
Yeah,
really.
if not, then report them to the actual people that actually come and inspect and close
Is
them
it
down.
environmental health? I think it might be. Department
In
of
America, mate, who knows? But
no, I mean here.
he seemed to know his shit, like, but obviously he was faking it though. And
Is it here? You can't cook food outside and sell it like normally.
like he was doing it for content as a joke, like, you know what I mean?
They have like barbecue pits outside in America everywhere, don't they? You know what I mean? You can't really do that in this country. That's why you don't have like barbecue places like the cooking outside so much here, because I don't think you're allowed to do it. You can have like an enclosed, like as long as it's enclosed by like.
What do you mean you're not allowed to do it here?
Like if you have like, I mean, if you're selling food, and it's like.
Oh, you mean you can't just walk around the streets with like?
No, I mean you can't have like you can't have like, you know, like in America sometimes they'll have this big like barbecue pit outside and then like
a stall that they can walk around with and drag around and cook food on and like just sell it on the street. You mean one of them?
No, well, kind of, but also like the restaurants that have it, so they have like barbecue and smokers and stuff outside. And they just cook it outside. And then serve it, you know, like, but I don't think you can do that in this country unless you have like a van. I think it has to be enclosed on a certain number of sides or something, because you don't see like hot dog vans like you do in America, where they sell the hot dogs on the street and stuff. Like you don't get that in this country at all, do you? Not for like hot food.
Well, it depends, doesn't it? I mean, if somewhere was allowed to like actually like cook and vend them, but I think it's probably.
I don't think you're allowed to do it. I
think
it's
against food safety or hygiene.
Yeah, it's against hygiene rules, because you can sell the only things I've ever seen that sell things like that are ice creams when they're already sealed. You know what I mean? Like there's only Magnums and shit. You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean? Like the little bikes they have. Like, I think that's literally prepackaged. I think that's the only thing you can sell like that. I don't think you can sell like, because that's why like burger vans and stuff, they're enclosed and they have to have like sinks and stuff in them, don't they? And fridges and all that stuff.
Because they can't. I guess they can't. I don't know. Like
you need to maintain hygiene standards, and you can't do that.
Yeah, maintain the hygiene standard. I.e., there's not like a somewhere to wash your hands, or you don't have the right. No matter what equipment you have, things could get cross-contaminated because you're outside, and
whereas in America you can do that. You can't hear.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, mate, I mean that's not really that bad compared to other places you see when.
The Asian, the Indian street cooking videos.
Yeah.
You always get diphtheria from watching those, don't you? You know what I mean? Like, they just got this.
Yeah, it's always funny when a white person's like, you know, I'm going to try this, and they try it, and they're like, I know I'm going to probably have a bad stomach tonight.
I'm going to be in hospital for like a week with fucking botulism,
And they come back on, they're like, I should never have done that. I was ill for like 2 months. I had to go to hospital. Something crazy.
Don't do it. Like, it's not worth it. I think like Asian countries like Thailand and stuff like that are better. I think India and Pakistan, I don't think I'd want to eat any of their street food, even though it probably tastes amazing. I just don't. No way.
My viewer numbers keep shooting up to 7, then back to 5, then like 6, and then 5, and then maybe 7, 5, and then 6 and 5. But we're holding out at 5, so there's 5 people.
Yeah.
5. Johnny 5. 5 alive.
We got more viewers than iDubbbz though, mate. I'm not even joking.
Who's that?
Do you remember? You know who iDubbbz is. You remember?
No, do you know what the funny thing is? I don't really know who it is, but I've seen the videos about how a YouTuber fell off. And
he used to be so good.
And he was a big YouTuber, and he fell off. Yeah. No one likes him anymore, or something. Yeah.
Well, nobody likes him anymore because, I could get into that. Well, you need to watch the Legendary series. That's what you need to watch. The Legendary series of More Pegasus. You'll understand then.
So, Rob. So I can't remember if it was you that recommended it to me last time. Was it something robots? Love, Death, Robots, or something on Netflix?
I don't think I recommended that to you, but that is quite good.
Are you sure? Because I randomly started just playing it, and I haven't. I mean, I kind of couldn't get into some of the cartoon episodes.
I've only watched a couple of them.
At the start, there's like the first little episode is like it's like an overview perspective, and you're watching little like it's.
Each episode is enclosed, isn't it? I've only watched
animation of like UFOs like flying around and killing people and humans. It's like as if you're watching from like a satellite view or a camera in the air, like a drone or something.
I've only watched a few episodes of that. I've watched the one where they find the like Cthulhu demon thing with the military, where they rip their eyes out. I've only watched a couple of those episodes. I haven't watched all of that Love, Death and Robots. I've only seen like certain ones. I should watch more of them, to be fair, because the ones I've seen are pretty good.
Yeah, I need to watch more. I only watched a few, but like that one I kind of liked, and then I didn't really. I fell asleep like for a cartoon episode, and then I watched one that wasn't a cartoon episode, and I was like, "Yo, this is a cool little concept," but it was just like a short concept, one episode thing. Can't remember what happened. Thinking about it because it's too late and I'm tired. And I could have ended the stream maybe like 15 minutes ago, but we waffled on and we kept it going.
We do waffle. We're a waffle. We have more waffles than McVitie's, and I don't think they even make waffles, do they?
They make biscuits.
They do. Do they make waffles as well? Who makes those toaster waffles at Hovis and people?
They probably make like
Warburton's.
They probably make like chocolate waffles.
Yeah, probably.
You're a chocolate waffle.
A chocolate waffle.
See, 5 watching again. We were down to 4, and someone's come back.
That chocolate waffle comment was too much. One of them.
Well, they disappeared again. They were like, "Nah, actually, nah." Do you know what they did? They went to another channel, and they thought, "Is there anything better to watch? Because I'm still awake and I can't sleep." And then they thought, "Nah, there's not. I'm going to go back to Mystery." And then they thought, "Nah, actually, there's got to be something better to watch." So then they went looking again. Back down to 4.
Chocolate waffle. What you should do one day, you should do a freestyle stream.
A freestyle stream? This is a freestyle stream?
Like freestyle rapping stream. So you try and freestyle.
I'm freestyle rapping.
Because I can definitely plug my guitar into my computer and play it through the thingy.
Rob will be tapping.
I might not be able to talk at the same
guitar,
time.
Then it won't be lining up with my tapping.
It probably won't actually. You will have. It might do.
It will be out of sync.
It might not be out of sync.
I won't be able to think. I have to sit back, roll a smoke, and then have a drink.
Yeah, there we go. It started already. But yeah, I reckon I could get my guitar working through the computer, so you don't get copyright struck for beats.
I thought you were freestyling then.
No,
I have to log in my computer.
It's my natural poetry.
Plug in my guitar.
Yeah, no.
So you don't get copyright struck.
You don't want that, do you? Although, yeah, I don't know. Brain's not working. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I've been up since 6.
Yeah,
so,
I already
rolled the stream, really.
I've just rolled another little smoke, and I don't know why I bothered, but smoking too much. We've already got
I've got a fair bit left, but I'm not going to have any until I take Mel back. So I'm not going to have any tonight. It saves it though, doesn't it? Saves it. I've got a nice big chunkle bit left.
What will probably happen tomorrow, I know what will happen tomorrow morning, is I won't get much sleep tonight. And in the first thing in the morning, my head's going to say, nah. It's going to be like nah. But then once I fight it and I get up and I'm awake and I'm past that, and I've got my daughter to nursery and I've started work and I've had my coffees, 2 coffees at least. Then I'm going to be like, boom, let's go, let's do this. And I'm just going to kick into action, and then I'm going to get the day out of the way. And then tomorrow night it's going to hit me, and I'm going to be like, nah.
It'll be like mouldy the rest of the day.
Funny though, because last time when you came on and said, "Oh, Rocket League," last time, sorry, I think it was the Friday or the Saturday I played it briefly.
Yeah,
I played
that night. I played like 2 or 3 games, and I was like, I scored a few goals, but I was like, this is annoying. It's annoying playing with randomers.
So I played 2 or 3 games, and then the night or so afterwards, I played like a good hour of games. But I watched a video the other day of like a really high-ranked pro SSL like player, and he was saying the state of Rocket League has got bad because there's these bots that are like super, super good, trained by AI and like super good now and hard to beat.
What's the point?
People are running them in ranks that even all the SSLs are no longer up there in the ranks because all these bots are there. So they're all knocked down now to like GC levels or something like this. And this guy was saying he's at his lowest rank ever.
Was Sunless Khan talking about it? Because
This is like some pro guy, mate. Some other guy.
Yeah, I saw that. I swear I saw that video.
So anyway, right? He was saying this, but he was playing ones, mind you. So I don't know if it's different for like team games. It's probably is. But then, mind you, saying that he was saying that every rank has come down a level. It's funny enough, Rob. My rank was still Diamond 2, which is not bad, and he was saying that everyone should is way lower than what they are. But when I noticed that when I play, the levels of players varies massively. Like one game I'll play and I can tell the enemies are like SSL or something. They're like pros, or like at least a much higher level than I am, and they're doing like moves that I can't even think of doing. You know what I mean? Especially like because I don't play as much anymore. But I just know, like looking at what they're doing, I'm like, yo, like they're like passing it off the wall to their friend off the other wall, and I'm thinking, is this bots or is this like two really high level players? And it's probably just high level players, not down to a lower level. I don't know, or Smurfs or whatever. But then the next game I'll play and it'll be like people that are just maybe on my level but a bit bad, not like a bit worse. And I'll be able to beat every one of them, you know what I mean? And I'll win a game and I'm like, And so I'll just sit around the same sort of rank. I'll go up and down, like I'll go, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So I played the other day for a little bit. I won. I think I won every game, to be fair, but it wasn't just because of me. You know what I mean?
You playing cash?
I was playing cash. I wasn't playing. I could be asked with the sweatiness of ranks. You know what I mean?
No, but
I should have done because it makes no difference because I don't play it anyway.
Yeah, just do it anyway because the thing is with casual, like it's so like some people are playing it because it's avoiding that especially, but it's bad. Like people are bad in cash. It's just so much easier in casual. Like people don't try. Some people, well, they might try, but they're just trying to do one specific move or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll be up to playing at some point. I might not play because I'm taking Mel back on Tuesday, so I might not be on like before then. Like because I'll do stuff with her and stuff. Obviously.
Yeah, so the best thing to do is just be online around, I guess, 9-10 o'clock.
Well, that's the time where I have to help my mum, though. That's the thing. It's, you know what I mean? It's usually like 10, half 10, 11, where I have to.
Yeah, but if you're on at 9, that's an hour and a half before then. So, it might be that I'll be playing at 9, but it might be that one night I'm not playing until, like, sometimes I don't play till 11. The other night I don't play till 11, play till midnight, and then logged off, and I was like, boom.
Yeah, I don't usually.
It just varies. I don't always play it either. Sometimes I just have a break from it for a few weeks, and I'm like, I haven't played Rocket League. May as well, because I look at all my other games and I'm like, I can't be asked to start a new long campaign.
I just haven't played games, mate. I just don't play any games.
So I don't get as much time for it anymore, obviously. So yeah,
I just can't be asked most of the time because I do a lot of painting and stuff a lot of the time because I have like projects to do. So I have like a certain thing I want to try and learn or achieve, like doing like my hand like.
Trust me, I've been making apps, like, so I know it. You get like I get fully into it. That's the only thing I want to work on. You know what I mean? I'm just working on an app.
Because one model might take me 8 or 9 hours to paint. You know what I mean?
And then sometimes when I'm not on anything, like I'm not doing anything, I'm just spending time, trying to like figure a plan out for like my family or
exactly.
Spending some time with my daughter or whatever it is.
Because of the situation I'm in at the moment, my life is complete in limbo currently. I can't do anything, as you can understand that. Obviously, I'm not going to say online what's going on, but it's so annoying because I can't move. I can't move on with my life really currently because I have to be here.
No, I'll put it this way. I think a lot of the country feels exactly that way right now.
Well, yeah, but mine is because of a specific reason, though. Obviously,
no, but there's so many constraints and reasons for so many people around the country right now. No matter what the reasons are. Whether that's the reason, whether you've got specific ones for you.
Well, what my reason is.
There'll be a lot of people with just the generic, what you've just said generically, that will feel that 100%.
Because I can't I just have to be here every day.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem. Like, and I can't even during the day, so I can't look for.
I think I said last time to you, I've got another mate. It's like close mate up here that I've made, and. Yeah, similar situation, but probably worse. But yeah,
mine's pretty bad, mate. You know exactly what's going on in my situation.
Yeah.
But It's just you're waiting for something to happen, but you don't want that thing to happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got another mate close to me up here as well. He's in exactly the same situation.
It sucks, man.
Yeah.
I still kill.
When I say it's probably worse, you can't compare. They're both just as bad. You know what I mean?
both.
I don't mean it that way. I don't mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a serious, situation, and yeah. Anyway,
To be fair, mine is as serious as you can get. You know what I mean? Like it's a terminal thing, isn't it? So
yeah.
so it's like it's just a waiting game, but you're waiting for something that you don't want to happen, but you can't do anything until the thing happens. You know what I mean? That's the shit thing about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a conversation for me to have with you privately.
No. I mean, you said enough words there. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean that's yeah,
Yeah, you can remember. But it's it's been longer than we expected, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely, and I think make the most of.
Exactly, that's what you got to do, isn't it? That's why I can't. Well, I can't go anywhere because I've got to do stuff here. You know what I mean? My dad can't cope on his own with everything. That's why Mel comes here every weekend now, so she's here like it's either Sunday to Tuesday or Sunday to Wednesday. But here she's got a week and a half off, so she's got an annual leave, so she's here for like a week and a half.
Do you see your brother regularly?
He comes around every now and again, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, sometimes if his kid's is sick or something, like like kids do, as you well know.
Yeah, doesn't bring them around.
They can't come around for obvious reasons. Yeah, we've got to keep it. We've got to keep it illness free in here. For things that people can catch.
It's been the same. Like when Mia's been pretty bad. I haven't taken her to my mum's because yeah.
How is your mum anyway?
I mean, she's getting on now, actually. So she's had her own health issues. She's battled them. She's doing all right, I guess. She's all right. Yeah.
So this is a bit of a personal conversation to have on stream, but yeah, I like your mum and stepdad. I haven't seen them in such a long time though. But I imagine if I saw them, it'd be like I'd never as if it'd been like I'd seen them yesterday. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because.
But anyway, let's not talk about all the personal stuff.
No. Well, I was trying to do it vaguely. What I mean? That was just a general question. That was just a yes, fine. But yeah,
it's all good anyway, man. It's all good.
It just entered my brain there for a second. But yeah, we probably should stop the stream, shouldn't you? Because my brain's not working.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's time to end the stream for sure. I've literally just finished another smoke that I shouldn't. I've nearly finished another smoke that I shouldn't have rolled. So 2 cigarettes, and now I'm just like,
yeah, no.
I've got a dry throat and I need another drink, and it's just gonna make me wee. I'm gonna wake up in the morning dying for a wee, or during the middle of the night, which is great.
Yeah, well, that's happens to me all the time. I'll tell you what. Well, if we play RL or something like, I won't be free until like after Tuesday or whatever. But we should definitely, even if it's just a chat, you know what I mean. If you don't play, it's nice to catch up with you. I can tell you other shit that's going on that I can't tell you on here.
Yeah,
not like moaning, but just
the state of Discord.
Shit, you know what I mean?
State of Discord's become a nightmare. Like I don't really use it.
Oh, they want to do age verification on it, don't they?
They do, and it's shite. So yeah, I mean,
I don't think that'll affect our server though, because we don't like show anything like that on it.
Yeah, no, it already affects one of the channels that I made. Like I made a room like not safe for work because everyone used to post all dodgy shit in there. Well, not that dodgy, but like
tits and things.
No, in fact, I think it became pretty tame at one point. They were just posting like game content and normal.
Oh, you just switched the channel. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So and I can't even view it, and I'm the fucking admin and creator of the whole thing. So I'm like, if I can't view my own fucking shit, what is this shit?
We don't have to do it for anything else. So we can still, it doesn't affect any other channels.
I don't mind it for the odd voice chat, but yeah, I'm thinking like if there's a new platform that doesn't.
This is the way the world is going, though, mate. Nothing. It's just the way it's going to be. The only reason
looking for new platforms, the internet. Have you seen how many people have changed to Linux? It's
insane. But this is only a matter of time that this stuff's going to be. You're not going to be able to get away from it. Because
I don't know, man. People will fight it. We'll see when it will be. I mean, the people that want to enforce some of this stuff, they don't know how some of this stuff works.
no,
So give them.
we can
a
always
bit of
phone
time.
each other, mate, and WhatsApp. You know what I mean? That's the other option.
It will come down to things like this. You'll buy a device that will be locked down to an OS, and that OS will be locked down to a certain thing that you have to use. That will be locked down to AI that can track everything. But as long as there's some sort of customizability, like if you can, build your own PC or there's still PC parts, there'll always be an older operating system you can run something where you can get around something.
Oh yeah,
in
sometimes
the private
it's like
world.
sometimes it's just not even worth it though, because you like
Sometimes it's not, but sometimes it is because our
because you're
freedom.
not.
Fucking,
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean.
I
Everyone's
know
free.
exactly what you mean. I know
Anyway,
exactly
mate,
what you
I'm
mean.
gonna end it now because it's late. So yeah,
All right,
so
man. Yeah, sound nice to say. Thank you to the viewers that have been putting up with our bullshit and nonsense for the last 3. Well, I haven't been on for 3 hours, but I've probably been on for like an hour and a half at least. But like, and it'll be streaming next Wednesday.
hopefully, yeah, nice one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that should be
and
Thanks very much.
everyone subscribe. He only needs another 120, 100 something 20ish subs to get monetization. So bang on it. It's not that many, is it? You know what I mean?
Get me 1,000 subs. I won't turn monetization on, but I'll be having a
Shit.
celebration stream and giving away a prize. No, honestly, I've got a prize to give away if I've reached 1,000
That's it.
subs.
Yeah, well, there you go. Prize.
At some point, I will try and actually promote trying to grow. I mean, I don't seem to get a lot of random viewers on my lives yet because
You should turn monetization on though.
I think to get more random viewers, I might have to do a random other stream in a different format from my phone. Direct to YouTube,
Like a Charlie Beach style,
no,
walking around town talking about shit.
Phone style, like a thin, long,
Like
view,
RL stream.
rather than a
Oh,
wide.
you mean yeah, like shorts.
Yeah, because
Like,
people scroll their phones and they scroll onto your live and stuff.
oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, because I've seen random ones come up.
Mate, I'm tired now. I'm just like, good night, guys. Good night, guys.
Safe.
Thank you very much for joining.
Safeties. I might be on next Wednesday. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in this magical world? To speak to you later.
Speak to you later, man. Sounds nice one.